What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Tall Podcast. And today we are back with a live, not play by play, a live call in stream. I really need to hear from y'all. How do you feel one day before the ultimate game, the Super Bowl? Let's play the intro. Shout out to Notification Gang, all 27 of y'all.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What's up? What's up? What's up? I was running a little late. Got some stuff I had to take care of. Went from 3:30 to 5:30, back to 5, and then we settled at 5:05. Shout out to everybody in the building. Trey, um, two Treys in the building. Trey White and Trey Lucado. Keon Black, East Cannon, Rome One More. Miss Ash in the building. Philly, Nate, Ilar. Drew Skylar. Shout out to everybody in the building. Jaquan Williams. Shout out to all the channel members. That's Miss Ash, Rome One More, and Jaquan. Let's talk about this. Like I said, I want to talk a little bit, and then I'm going to drop the link because I don't want to waste too much time. This is all about the people. I got to hear from y'all. You've heard from me, whether it was a fan aspect, whether it was analytically, whether it was who I want to bet for, root for. Of course, I'm going to root for the Eagles, but you know, every scenario all week, whether it was live streams, videos, we talked about it. But now it's the time, one day before the Super Bowl, that I got to hear from y'all. I do want y'all to do me a favor, though. I'm going to drop a link in the chat. Listen, this link is going to be a live tailgate 1 hour before the game. So 5 o'clock till 6 o'clock, because I'm doing a live play-by-play from 6:15 on. The game starts at 6:30. I'll be live for the play-by-play at 6:15. But we're going to be drinking, playing tailgate games, doing a bunch of stuff. But it's going to be on YouTube and a app called the Jan Sports app. Live tailgating and social drinking. They're going to have it set up. I'm not going to just bring on one of you. I'm going to bring on 6 different people. Rotate 6 different people. Make them do crazy games, drinking games, sober games, singing games. It depends on what happens. But the app is fly. It's going to be like a live tailgate an hour before the game. So make sure while we're live, the link to call in is going to be posted. But if you are watching this on the rerun, check the pin comment. Check the pin comment in the chat and check the pin comment. Check the pin comment in the comment section is what I want to say. You will see the link. Sign up, sign up, sign up. It's free. Now let's talk about it. ID said 37-21 already coming with the score predictions, but let's get you guys up in here. Listen, don't be afraid to call in. You can FaceTime me, or you can use your voice only. You do not have to show your face if you don't want to show your face. But I'm telling you, the tailgating app is going to be cool. It's my first time hosting it. So, bear with me through the kinks, but it should be fun. It should be fun. Shout out to OG Aguilar with the $2 super chat, first super chat of the live call-in stream. He got 33-17. Birds, baby. I'm telling you, I'm liking that score. I'm liking 30 plus for the Eagles. I can't sit here right now and say what I think the Chiefs are going to get, but hey, I wouldn't mind them only getting 17. I wouldn't mind it at all. But I do think the Eagles are going to get 30 plus. Shout out to OG Aguilar with the $2 super chat. Feel free to call in, my guy. Call in, my guy. We got the first one up. Trey White. He was in here rocking early. What's up with you?
What's up with you, man? How you doing?
I've been doing good, and you've been on every single call in through the playoffs telling me to stop worrying. So I'm going to need you to do that again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Let me tell y'all, man. Grab y'all beer. Grab your crown. It's about to go down. You feel what I'm saying? It's about to go down. Like this game, I ain't even gonna lie, these 2 weeks has been getting on my nerves. Cause everybody think that this game gonna be close. Remember, I told y'all last game, that the San Francisco 49ers would be lucky if they score 10 points.
You said that.
The Chiefs been scoring over 20 all season, right? They'd be lucky if they get 20. The score gonna be 38-17. It's gonna be crazy, right? I can predict it already, right? So close your eyes and just imagine it. Because I'm closing my eyes and I'm gonna imagine this happening. Mahomes, he dropped back. Hassan Reddick, number 7. He hit him. Forced fumble. Defensive line, pick it up. Yes, sir. We got it. That's gonna be one of his turnovers. Pat Mahomes turned over the ball in the Super Bowl twice. Every time he make it to the Super Bowl. I don't see him turn it over twice. This time I see him turn it over once. The second person that's going to turn it over. And this one really going to hurt the Chiefs. This one is going to take the whole momentum out the game. And this is the only reason why they're going to score 17. Travis Kelce is going to fumble. They're going to try that little fake little boop and a little swoop. And it's going to hit the ground. And we're going to pick it up. I'm trying to tell you. Just imagine it. It's going down, baby. It's going down. Get ready. I'm trying to tell you. Eat your spaghetti. It's getting crazy around here. I can't wait, baby. I can't wait.
Man, look, I love it. And like I said before, I haven't said what I think the actual score is going to be, but I know the Eagles are fitting to score 30 on them. And that's the thing. I don't see the Chiefs scoring 30 on us, and I think that's where the game is going to lie. But let me tell you, if they do that every single swoop play to Kelce and that don't work, the Andy Reid special with Mahomes and Kelce, then you know they having a bad day, and that's definitely going to hurt their soul. Kelce is their go-to guy. I don't see them even having a chance to beat us with him, without him. So he has to have a good game for them to stay point for point with us. But you said 38-17?
38-17.
Hassan Reddick with a forced fumble. Who's the unstoppable force on offense through your eyes before I get you out of here?
Unstoppable force on offense. I ain't even gonna lie. Devontae Smith, man. Listen, Devontae Smith, man. Listen, y'all know how I feel about Devontae Smith. Y'all know how I feel about Devontae Smith, man. Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts are about to go off. I see Jalen Hurts throwing for like 268. Devontae Smith gonna have 100 in them Jones. Like 5, 6 catches for 100. The rat gonna be crazy for Devontae Smith this game. I'm trying to tell you. Then he gonna have a tub. AJ Brown, he gonna be cleaning everything up like AJ Brown do. You know how AJ Brown get it. But it's gonna be a nice game for Devontae Smith and Miles Sanders. I can see them two eating because they not stopping the run. So I can't say it's gonna be a big game for all the receivers. They can't stop the run. We're going to run the ball.
We one of the best rushing teams in the NFL, so I don't think we should stop now. Hey, it's got us there. Why stop now? I do think there are going to be more deep balls in this game, but I don't think we're going to shy away from the run at all. Hey, Trey, I knew I had to get you on. You were the first one that popped in anyways, and I knew you were coming because you came early for every single call-in stream. We were chopping up on Fresh Channel, so, you've been ready all playoffs, and I love the energy, my guy. Look, if you're not sitting here at 5 o'clock knowing that almost in 25 hours, it's going to be kickoff. Like, this is the Super Bowl. There's 30 teams at home sitting here like, well, let's get a Super Bowl party and have fun because my team ain't in it, right? We got Viking fans watching, Cowboy fans watching, Giant fans watching, Buccaneer fans watching, but we in the game watching. It's a big difference there for sure.
Tell them to stay on the couch and just watch the game and be happy. Be happy.
We got a lot of the people in the world rooting against us.
We already know.
Against us.
We know they hate us. I ain't seen not one Bengals player on a social media platform yet. I haven't seen not one Jaguars player on a social media platform yet. That's all I'm saying.
Just the 40 whiners. Just the 40 whiners for real. But hey, Trey, appreciate your energy, my guy.
Appreciate you, man. For real.
I'll see you tomorrow. Bring your
I'm gonna be in the chat, man. I don't know how I'm gonna watch this. I don't know if I want to watch it by myself. I don't know if I want to watch it with some people. Listen, it's going down.
It's tough
It's
for
going
real.
down.
And
All
listen,
right,
listen. If you have time, join the hour early tailgate because I'm gonna have multiple people on the stream, like 6 at a time. So it's gonna be fun. Come through at 5
I got
o'clock.
you.
The link has been in the description of a lot of my videos. If you sign up now, you'll be the first one to jump on the screen because you got to go from YouTube to another app to get on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yep. Yep.
be easy, bro.
All right, man. You too.
All right, Trey jumped in here ASAP. Rocky, we're going to try to get through these a little quicker. I always say that, but I just love the energy. We got Brandon Sutton in the building. I see the jersey. What's up, Brandon?
What it do, man? What it do?
Hey, it's like 25 and a half hours, man.
Bruh, I'm sweating right now. I can't even stop moving, bro. I'm just twitchy, walking up and down the stairs. Like, man, bro, I'm out here in the West Coast again, representing. And we got a lot of haters out here, man. A lot of 49er fans out here bumping off with the gums. And there's even Seahawks fans that are jumping on their squad. It's unbelievable because I'm in Seattle, Washington. And I was talking about the situation with Geno Smith got the, comeback player of the year. Now, me saying that he shouldn't deserve it just because I believe in the beginning of his career, he was just being an idiot. He got his jaw broken with the Jets. He had all this stuff going on. Meanwhile, even not being biased, Brandon Graham not getting it, Saquon Barkley at least should have got it, bro. Because I thought it was based off injuries, not off favoritism.
Yeah, it's not based off being a bum or being an idiot and then smarting it up. It's comeback player, not I was dumb and now I'm not no more. Like, you know what I mean?
So you're going to tell me out of our record and what we've been doing this year, there's nobody that won any awards, bro? You're going to tell me Hassan Reddick don't deserve top 5? And I'm arguing with my guy last night on the phone about, he's like, oh, you're just a hater because you don't like the Seahawks and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bro, the facts is the facts. Hassan Reddick was only two sacks away, and he's not even nominated? He's not even in the top 5? Are you serious? So, man, it's getting to a point, bro. It's all about favoritism. They don't like us, and we don't care. So what we're going to do tomorrow, even when we win this Super Bowl, there's still going to be hate. So I just want everybody to be prepared. There's going to be excuses. There's going to be something. It's never going to give us our love, bro.
But here's the thing. If the excuses come, or should I say when the excuses come, I'm going to be just firing away because I don't want to hear it. Like, it's going to be all unleashed over here from my point of view from Philly, just because they've been talking that talk. Well, now watch when you play the Chiefs. Watch when you play the Chiefs. Okay, I'm going to watch when we play the Chiefs, and I do not want to take nothing away from the Chiefs. I just think we're the overall better team. I think we're ready for the moment. Man, I don't know if you watch any of my YouTube shorts, but
I do.
I put one out today of Hassan Reddick's mom's message to him. Jeez, man, almost had me crying, bro. For real. He about to ball out. He really about to ball out. It's going to be a great game.
But it was just funny, though, because I was arguing with my boy. He was like, yeah, so if they would have hired Purdy, I think they would have beat you guys. I'm like, so with that same theory, when you guys hurt Carson Wentz in the first round, when we played you guys in the playoffs, the first game, we had an old school. What's his name playing? I forgot. We barely even lost, and they're acting like they dominated.
Josh McCown.
So you're saying if we would have had Carson Wentz, we'd have beat you guys? Is that the theory you're saying? Like, you can't have it both ways, bro.
Exactly. And we took it on the chin. And we took that on the chin. Simple and plain.
And one more thing, too. Bro, I honestly starting to see that I'm respecting these Cowboy fans more, bro, than these Niner fans and these Niner players. I have never seen so many players, bro, like Brandon Ayuk, and who was the dude? Jimmy Ward. The last thing he said, bro, I was like, damn, the hate. You can see it in his heart. You can just hear it in his voice. The hate, bro. The hate. But it's never you can't stop what's special, baby. Jalen Hurts is about to prove to the world why he's that guy. So they don't like the way he plays. He runs the ball. He don't have 50 passing touchdowns. So what? We win.
He about to get that jewelry.
Yes, sir, man. But, man, I appreciate you having your boy on, man. I'm tapping in with you, man.
You got a score prediction? You got a score prediction before I get you out of here?
Ooh, I'm going to say in the 30s. We're going to win by 10. I can't give you the score, but I think we win by 10.
10 points, and we're scoring 30-ish.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yes.
Hey, shout out to you, Brandon. Appreciate you for tuning in.
For sure, man. Thanks for having me on, bro.
Peace. All right. Shout out to Miss Ash, channel member. She said that had me tearing up, Mike. Hey, me too. Shoot. She said I'm a mom, so I felt that, man. Listen, I I miss my mom, so I felt that. And yeah, her being proud of her child, him, he was counting out a lot throughout his career in Temple and even getting drafted to the NFL. And so shout out to him for having a breakout year and getting ready to do some damage in the Super Bowl. We got my guy Bruno in the building. What's up, Bruno?
What's going on, bro? You ready for this or what, bro?
I'm ready, man. Look, low key. Again, I've been on YouTube for 3 years. So I came in 19 season, 1920 season, blah, blah, blah. So
Yeah,
I've streamed every game this year and last year, playoffs and all. But
I
man,
got you.
I don't know how I'm going to be when the Super Bowl because hey, y'all see me in the other games. This is really every yard matters.
Hell yeah, bro. And let me tell you this, man. First, let me tell you about Hassan Reddick, bro. I did a video the other day, and bro, unpopular opinion right now, okay? So straight from the heart, Hassan Reddick better than Michael Parsons, bro. And I'll tell you why, okay? Let me tell you why. And for like the Cowboys fans out there as well, okay? This is the third season that he played for 3 different teams, bro. Double-digit sacks, and he's like have over 20 sacks this year, including the playoffs as well. You know what I'm saying? So come on now, bro. I mean, yeah, Michael Parsons is a dog. He's a dog. But Hassan Reddick, the way that he bends around on the O line, bro, it's crazy, man.
Technician.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so on to the Super Bowl. I think
Hell
Reddick's
yeah.
going to be a big part of it. But how are you feeling about this game and what do you think the score is going to look like?
Bro, I think we're gonna win by 10 as well. I think it's gonna be 30-20. And I think it's gonna be close into the fourth quarter. But I think we're gonna keep pressuring on Patrick Mahomes, man. And it was like, let me tell you this. Patrick Mahomes, the last 2 Super Bowls, he has only 2 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, man. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, Tampa pressured the crap out of Patrick Mahomes, man. And that's the game that they lost. You know what I'm saying? So I think with Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat, Brandon Graham, like we have fresh guys every single play, man. There is no way.
That rotation is tough, for real.
Exactly. There's no way we're not gonna have at least 2 sacks on Patrick Mahomes. There is absolutely no way, man. And that's gonna be a big thing. And I'm predicting he's gonna turn off the ball at least 1 time for sure. But I'm predicting like 2 turnovers for the Chiefs, and that's gonna be like game over right there.
I think that's the key. I think if you get multiple turnovers from the Chiefs, it's no going back. The Eagles are going to have their foot on the gas pedal. We're going to be able to separate ourselves. And again, Mahomes is the one quarterback that no matter how many points you are ahead, you got to be aware he don't got Tyreek Hill no more, but still Andy Reid and him know how to dial it up. But I do believe that second interception, that second fumble, that multiple turnover is going to separate this game. And I think the Eagles, say what you want about not throwing the ball deep, doing that. I think we do open it up a little bit this game, but the most important thing is taking care of the ball and finishing drives.
And who's better than than Jalen Hurts protecting the ball? There's nobody. You know what I'm saying? So like if we just play our game, it's gonna be a game. Like I'm not telling the truth, I'm not even worried about this game, man. Like I'm really not worried at all because if we just play the game, we don't try to do anything fancy. Just play our game. We run the ball the same way that we've been running the ball. Jalen Hurts played his game that he's been playing the whole season. Bro, it's game over, man. Because we have so much potential. We have so much guys. Like the best duo on cornerback was Slay and James Bradbury, Gardner Johnson. Bro, everybody's healthy.
We're so deep. We're so
like
deep.
How are they even? Who's gonna match up with
we not jinxing
with
that
us? You know.
right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have they have good receiver, but they don't have like a top 1 receiver. You know, like they had Tyreek Hill. I mean, they have Travis Kelce, but let's say if you start cooking on us, we just double him.
You got to. I don't even think
you know what I'm saying.
I don't think you let it get that far. You don't let them get warmed up. But hey, I loved everything you said. Hassan Reddick's gonna have a big game for sure. For sure, you came in spitting facts on Reddick's season. Appreciate you. And listen, if you want to hop on again an hour before the Super Bowl at 5:00, I'll be doing something with Jan Sports, and we're gonna have not just one-on-ones. We're gonna have like 6 or 7 people on the panel doing a bunch of things. Come through, sign up. It's in the link It's in the description on my last video, and it's gonna be a fun time an hour before the Super Bowl if you're not busy, bro.
I got you, bro. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it for everything, bro.
Be easy, bro.
You too, man.
All right. Some good stuff. We got the energy in here. Next up, we got She Loves Smith, and then my guy Smitty Eagle 33373.
Yo,
She Loves Smith. What's going on?
What's up, Philly Mike?
Hey, we hanging in there. Ready to see the Super Bowl for real. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, but every day I'm just having, I don't know, I'm getting anxious. Going against Patrick Mahomes.
And listen, as much as we believe in the Eagles, as much as we think we could win this game, it's fair to have that anxiety. Pat Mahomes in himself has been to the AFC Championship 5 years in a row. This is his third Super Bowl appearance. Like, we do got to put respect on his name. The reason we're barking so loud is because the amount of disrespect being put on our name. And this is why the Eagles bark and the Philly bark is so loud, because we've been barking all year. And we've been winning all year. So it's not like we just talking to talk, but so has Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs. So, but even no matter who we're playing, Super Bowl anxiety is real, bro. There's only 2 teams left. It's the ultimate game. It costs $1 million to get your commercial on here. How you feeling besides the anxiety?
So I'm just saying, a lot of people they're just saying on Jalen Hurts. I think I don't know why, but I really think after the Super Bowl, if the Eagles win, I think they should just shut up about Jalen Hurts and give him his respect.
That's big facts. Look, again, the goalpost gets moved for Jalen Hurts all the time, right?
Yeah.
After the year he had last year, it was, we got to see how good he gets, blah, blah. Then we start seeing it. Well, now we got to get to the playoffs and make a playoff run. Now we got that. Well, now you got to win this. I mean, everything moves for him. And I'm glad Jeff Lurie came out. And I don't mean this to say that to another person. It might be wrong to say this, but not Jalen Hurts, because he's a rare breed for real.
Yeah.
But Jeff Lurie came out and said, Jalen Hurts has nothing left to prove to us for a contract. Now, another player might take that and start going up. Well, I did it, No, Jalen Hurts still wants to win the Super Bowl, and he's been working.
Jalen Hurts, he's really that guy. And I really think that I think he should have deserved that MVP. That's my honest opinion. I think he should have deserved that honest MVP. And overall, I think that the Eagles got this one. I think that their defense has been amazing recently, and overall, everything has been amazing. Their offense and their O-line, everything's been amazing with them. And I think that they played a great season this year, and I think that this is our final stand. This is where we got to really cap it off.
Yeah, got it. Yeah. Listen, all this breaking the sack record for the Eagles, being third NFL history, this guy having a breakout year, this guy, you got to finish this with the Lombardi Trophy. Do you got a score prediction for me?
Oh, yeah. My score prediction, what I really think, is 37-34. I think it's going to be a close game. Eagles winning.
Hey, I'll take it. Listen, if we win by 1 or 100, at the end of the day, you're still going to get the dub.
Yes,
it's going to hurt my heart watching it that close, but I'll take it.
Yeah, it's gonna be very anticipated. It's going to be high. Everybody gonna be on their toes for this one.
Hey, I appreciate you 100% for tuning in and calling in.
I've been watching for a while.
Hey, and I this is the first time you called in, right?
Yes, it is.
See, I got a good memory, you know what I mean? And the Sundays, not on Sunday, but I got a good memory the other days, you know what I mean? Have a good one, though.
You too.
Be easy.
Peace.
All right, Bird Energy coming through. We got Smitty Eagle 373 in the building. What's up with you?
Man, what I told you last time, man.
Yeah, you another one that keeps coming in and saying, don't worry, be happy on some Bob Marley stuff.
I called 2 blowouts. They was both blowouts. The narrative right now is real shaky, right? So we ain't played nobody. At first and foremost, the NFL players, everybody we played was trash. We're going to keep that down, all right? Now my quarterback can't throw to the right.
Trash narratives.
Come on, bro. Why? Okay, look. First off, why would you pass against a team last week? It couldn't stop shit.
Exactly.
They couldn't stop a nosebleed with toilet paper. So why not
I
run at
agree.
them? Kill them. Okay. The Giants, trash. Horrible. I don't know where they come from. And now we playing two rookies.
Yeah,
Their two starting corners is rookies, right? Am I right
Yep.
or wrong?
that is
The
correct.
dude Snead is what? Slot? And he hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't Jalen Hurts go out and put up 350 plus yards right now?
So that's what you got. And listen, I had a community post for people to vote on. What is the more likely situation in your eyes? The Eagles throwing for 300 plus yards or the Eagles rushing for 200 plus yards?
I think both.
You about to put up 5.
Bro, I think gonna put up about 500 plus yards on him, man. Listen, my name's Smitty Eagle 373, right? The 373 yards is the yards we had in the first Super Bowl that we won. Right?
373 is what we
that's how
had.
many, total yards. Total yards on offense is 373. I'm gonna change my name after this one. I'm gonna have to change it to like 573.
Hey, listen, I ain't mad at that at all. But yo, again, I mean, we saw Brady in that same Super Bowl that we put up 373. He put up like 500 yards of total offense.
Ew.
Yeah. So look at, but again, I think if we put up that yardage, it's not going to result into an L.
No.
Ultimately, no matter how many yards you go down the field, you can go 20 to 20 all day. You got to finish in the red zone. But we got some red zone monsters in Goddard, in AJ, in Miles, and in Jalen Hurts himself. Them 15 touchdowns rushing show what he does inside of 20.
The keys for me, right, on defense right now, eye discipline, tackling. They're going to do a lot of trickery. They ain't got no real over-the-top threat. It's more of the outside game, try to get you in the middle, try to get you to overcommit so we can pick up 10. If you just watch your man, Gannon play the defense you play. I ain't gonna keep Gannon don't do this. Gannon, play the defense you play all playoffs. We haven't had a problem with one quarterback all playoffs.
We also haven't played Pat Mahomes all playoffs.
It's cool. It's cool. If you stay true to yourself, everything gonna stay the same.
Oh, no. I agree. I think that, you know, if I had to draw up the best way to beat a Pat Mahomes led team, it's with what we got. Pass rushers galore that we can rush the passer without blitzing, and then you got back end coverage. And yes, there's been games when the secondary hasn't looked all that well, but it was when CJ was missing. It was when Avante was missing. And again, it wasn't really Bradbury and Slay getting beat per se. It was the middle of the field getting exploited in the secondary play because of the backups. And yes, Reed Blankenship did a pretty good job, and Josiah Scott definitely left a lot to desire, to be honest. But we don't got these guys no more. Reed Blankenship's going to come in some big personnel to help tackle in the run game, but it's CJ, it's Epps, it's Avante, it's Bradbury, it's Slay. So I'm definitely ready to see it. You got a score prediction?
You know I do.
I know it's going to be a nice one, a nice high piece too, 30 plus for the Eagles. I know that.
37-17. Nah, 37-14.
You just took 3 points away from Pat Mahomes like that?
I feel like once Travis Kelce shut down, I don't think none of those other receivers can really do nothing. Edwards-Helaire gonna add a little spice to their shit, but I believe CJ gonna play a lot in the box. He's gonna play a lot of one-on-one on Kelce. He probably the best option we got to cover Kelce. Maddox probably on the snap count. Blankenship still playing more safety. I think we'd be good. We're going to have Blankenship over the top, bracket him out. He can hit, so Kelce ain't just going to be getting away. I don't think they're going to have as many points as people think, man. I think it's going to be, if it is close, 37-34. I agree with dude if it do get close. But if it ain't close, it's 37-14.
Man, that will be a look, Gannon going to get all the love in the world holding Pat Mahomes in the Super Bowl to under 20 points.
A lot of people holding us to that last one time we played them, but we have, well, who was our starting corners then? Wasn't it Nelson? Marcus Epps was still back there. Who we had at safety? I don't even remember our safety.
No,
Anthony Harris.
Anthony Harris.
What we still had
Jalen
Mills.
No. Last year, it was last year. So it was Steven Nelson, Big Play
Darius
Slay, Avonte Maddox was still there, but
who was playing Bradbury's spot?
Steven Nelson
against Tyreek Hill.
But it wasn't even like that too. Our pass rush was not there.
Oh, we didn't have nothing.
We had no pass rush.
Think about it. Steven Nelson, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. And look, I remember the one play they beat us on. We finally set an all-out blitz, and he just and Pat hit Tariq on a crosser. It was just like pitch and catch at that time. But look,
he had 3 touchdowns that game, man.
He crushed us.
Ain't no Tyreek Hill, man. He ain't coming through the door to save him, bro. 37-14 is over with.
He's not. I like the score. I like the score. Listen, if you're interested, I'm gonna be doing that Jan thing though. Come through and chop it up with me an hour before. I know you were on Joe Castro's last, and Joe Castro's doing it too, but he's doing it after me. So I got the 5 to 6 slot. He got the 6 to the first quarter slot. You know what I mean?
All right.
So come
I'll
through.
jump on you and jump on bro too. Yeah, I got you.
I'll be easy.
Yes, sir.
All right. I love the energy. We're gonna have to get these a little quick. I keep saying it. But shout out to everybody in the building. Almost 300 people in here. Hit that like button. It's free. It's easy. It don't cost a thing, and it's greatly appreciated. Stu Vision in the building. I saw you sipping in the back. What's up?
Oh shit! I almost forgot I was still here, Mike. But Mike, I want to touch on a couple things. I really did almost forget I was still here, bro. No lie, because I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm already celebrating.
I ain't mad at it, but shit.
No.
It was your birthday weekend. 2 weeks ago was your birthday weekend.
Yes, it was. My NFC Championship game was my birthday weekend, and I told you I wasn't gonna give you no score prediction because I was just gonna sit back, get twisted, and enjoy the game. I had a feeling something along the lines of what happened was going to happen, and yeah, it just like I heard all them, and I heard all the media pundits talking about they were disappointed because they didn't get to see the Clash of the Titans that they wanted to see because Brock Purdy got hurt. And then, hold on. There was a reason that Brock Purdy and Josh Johnson couldn't perform anymore. That's because of that damn defense.
The D-line, for sure.
We heard all week leading up to that about the 49ers defense.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody was talking about how real the Eagles defense was. And what did I do? Before that game, I pointed out all the teams that they went up against during that win streak. And I told you, all of those teams, out of all of those 12 teams, they had 5 wins against teams above 500, and 3 of them were against the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah,
I told you
we weren't the Seahawks.
I told you that this defense was overrated. They got their stats were bloviated and expanded by the weak ass offenses that they went against. But here's the thing about it. I want to touch on some things that the earlier callers didn't touch on because, like I said, bro, my name ain't Stu Vision for nothing. Here's why I'm already celebrating. Two points that collide into one. Experience against the opposing offense. Game planning against the opposing defense. How do we have those advantages? 1, Shane Steichen and Nick Sirianni met each other and Frank Reich all together after Nick Sirianni was fired in 2013, after Andy Reid was hired by the Kansas City Chiefs as their head coach. Nick Sirianni was their wide receiver coach, and he was fired. Mm-hmm. He was then hired by the Chargers, where he then
Correct.
met Shane Steichen under Frank Reich, which once Frank Reich got his head coaching job in the Colts, that's where Steichen and Nick Sirianni both went. He hired them both there. Here's another little nugget of information and advantage that we have from a player perspective. Everybody seems to forget Kaiser White played 4 years for the Chargers, playing against Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. He knows that combination. He's played against Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy, Patrick Mahomes, and Travis Kelce. So guess what? Double whammy advantage in favor offensively and defensively for the Birds.
I love it, Stu.
Like I said, it's Stu Vision in the house, baby. I'm already celebrating.
Sheesh. All right, so look, I'm gonna let you get back to your celebration. You know what I mean?
Hey, score prediction. 48-17 Birds walk in the park. And I got, if you look at it closely, the bottle's still frosty. The celebration ain't over.
The bottle's frosty. I ain't mad at the game. Stu Vision said 48-17. We got the upper hand because this guy bought lunch at this place and he went to the store at this place and then he came over.
Offensive game planning from one's perspective, from two coaches, and a defensive player that knows how to play against those guys on their offensive side, who has insight and understands it. It's like I don't understand why people don't get it.
We get it.
We've been the best team in the league all year long. Yes, people want to keep talking about, Jalen Hurts shoulder injury. He hasn't played that well. He hasn't thrown for many yards since the injury. Has he had to?
Nope.
This defense, last time we seen them on the field, they were touted as the number 2 overall defense in the league behind the San Francisco 49ers. But by the end of that game, which defense made the statement and which one didn't?
True. That's true. That's facts.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
Hey, listen, I get but look, hey, Stu Vision, I get what you're doing. You about to be so turned up, but by the time you go to bed, you ain't waking up till but an hour before the Super Bowl.
Bro. No. Little bro, look, like I said, chapter 43 started the day of the NFC Championship game. You have no idea what type of celebrating I've been doing. Like, bro, if you haven't noticed, little bro, I'm already smoking the Chiefs pack and I'm still sipping 49ers tears.
Hey, I've been sipping 49ers tears all 2 weeks too. But listen, I'm gonna let you do the celebrate. I'm saving my crown for the day, the kickoff, maybe a couple minutes before.
No. I got kickoff. Trust me. By the time, Mike, we grew up in Philly, man. You already know. When we know what's coming, when we see that, when we know hard work, we know people that put the work in and people that can get the job done, especially with the city we come from and we grew up in. You really think these guys ain't put the work in?
Oh yeah, they're ready. They're ready.
You really think these guys is really going to get to this point to put us in a motherfucking chokehold and say go to sleep because we ain't good enough?
Hey,
come on, man. Bro, the bottles. I got 2 more bottles still chilling. The wife already said she ain't even coming out the damn room tomorrow. All I'm doing tomorrow, I'm gonna be with you the hour before the whole hour before the little pregame thing. I'm gonna be there in the chat. I'm gonna try to call in with y'all and get in. Bro, you gonna see then.
Stupid's gonna be like this when he calls in them all. He's like, I still never went to sleep yet.
Bro, no. Bro, I'm gonna wake up with it. I'm gonna wake up celebrating.
Hey, don't stop. Please,
I
I
got
ain't mad
Jay.
at it.
I got Jalen on right now. You're gonna see me tomorrow. I'm gonna have Smitty on.
Here we go.
I'm
Tomorrow
gonna
we're
have
gonna have
Smitty
Smitty on.
on. Look, I'm gonna have Smitty on tomorrow, and by the time game time come on, I'm probably gonna have Hassan Reddick on.
Hey, I love it. I love it. And you said 48-17. Am I right before I get you out of
48,
here?
48-17 Birds. Start your celebration now. Holla at you, Mike.
I be easy, Stu. Enjoy.
Yo.
Enjoy. My guy Stu Vision living his best life, chapter 43. Shout out to my guy Yeet B with the $2 super chat. He said, Reed Blankenship, ship on Kelsey. What do you think? Listen, if Kelsey gets loose in the open field, we gonna need a guy like Reed Blankenship to let him know, like, hey, this ain't gonna be easy. Whatever you do, whatever you make, whatever you get, you're gonna have to work for it. This is the Super Bowl. We gonna make you work for it for sure. Justin Carpenter, what's up with you, Justin?
Yo, what's good, my guy?
I'm chilling. I'm not on Stu Vision's level. I kind of wish I was. You know what I mean? It'd make the day fly by, but I got some stuff I gotta take care of. But I'll be like that come game day. How are you feeling about the Super Bowl right around 24, 25 hours away?
Man, I'm not nervous at all, man. Like, honestly, I think JG's like super prepared for this game. Like, you got to think, like, we all criticize him all year. This team is loaded. Every player is honestly a Pro Bowl player. Even our backups are Pro Bowlers. So he's just bored half the time. I think he's got so much stuff saved in the bag. Patrick Mahomes doesn't have anyone to throw to except for Travis Kelce, hurt Juju. Like, our corners are so locked down. We don't even have to rush. I think JG's going to hit him with some crazy stunts, and Patrick Mahomes is going to be seeing ghosts out there.
Man, you just came in spitting fire. Look, I will say, look, I've had my fair share of criticism for Jonathan Gannon, but I will say, just looking around the Eagle Twitter, at least, I've been pretty lenient because I do give respect to Jonathan Gannon when he deserves it, and I think he's called some great games when he had all his toys. Now it makes it easier, as you said. We got a bunch of Pro Bowlers on his team, pass rusher, secondaries. But I mean, I'm not going to short stick Pat Mahomes' greatness. And although I think if Jalen don't get hurt, I think Jalen was ahead of him for the MVP race around that week.
Jalen means more to this team than Patrick does. I mean, you saw it with the Saints game. I mean, Jalen brings that juice. Like, even if he has 200 yards passing, a rushing touchdown, no interceptions, like, he's bringing that juice to his teammates, that leadership. Like, people look for that.
Yeah, and again, just his ability to play and extend drives, help out the defense. They don't got to be thrown back and forth multiple times. I just think that Jalen is a leader on and off the field like no other. We already knew about the all-field stuff. He's had that since he got to the NFL. Howie Roseman said it on Speak for Yourself. He said that the whole Alshon Jeffrey criticizing Carter. He didn't say he did, but he was like, the veteran receivers clamoring to Jalen Hurts right when he got here. That was kind of true. So shout out to Jalen for just winning the locker room the right way. And I like how you came on with the utmost confidence. And let me ask you these two questions before I get you out of here. 3 questions: offensive player of the game, defensive player of the game, and score prediction.
Honestly, I don't see like offense. I think it's just going to be spread around. Like, I think Jalen's just going to be a general on the field. Like, I think we're just going to be locked down on defense, have great field position. We're going to have a lot of points, but not a lot of yards. Just like the 49er game. I mean, like, we put up points because we had good field position the whole day. So, I mean, maybe AJ with like 60 yards, 2 touchdowns, but I don't see anyone with like 100 yards. I see a real spread out, like dink and dunk, like get those chunk yards, keep the offense on the field.
Listen, if we come away with 60 yards from A.J. Brown, 75 from Devontae Smith, or 60 for A.J., 60 for Devontae, a 50 piece for Goddard, Miles Sanders with 70 on the ground, and Jalen Hurts with some. I mean, I don't care, because that's just going to make KC's defensive coordinator say, oh my God, who should I stop? Where am I going to put the extra defender? This, that, and the third. So look, we have the arsenal to be balanced. rushing, passing, and distributing. Let's see what happens.
And I think Hargrave, I mean, I've heard a lot that they're going to like single team Hargrave because they need pressure with Hassan and help. But I think Hargrave's just going to win his ones and probably like 2 sacks, a couple tackles, you know?
If I'm Spagnuolo, I'm not letting Hassan Reddick beat me because he's been beating every team that he's played down the stretch. So, yes, I can see guys like BG, Hargrave, Sweat all getting one-on-ones and some easy matchups. Might get matched up with a tight end, too, on the outside. So, I like it. You got a score prediction before I get you out?
Yeah, I got 35-14 all day. Go Birds.
Ooh, go Birds. Shout out to Justin. I appreciate you, bro.
I'll catch you later, dog.
Yes, yes. Justin came in with the fire. No, he's not worried at all. You got to love that energy. Listen, if you are trying to get in the backstage to call in and it's saying you can't get in, it's because you could only have 10 people backstage and we got 10 people backstage. If somebody drops out or as soon as another caller comes in, you can try it again. But if, I'm not letting you in. We just got a lot of people back here. We going to try to get through these quick. Shout out to my guy, Green Wingman. What's going on, Green?
Hey, Philly Mike, man, how you doing, brother?
Listen, look, I'm as calm as I can be. Like off screen, I've been annoying. My wife told me to get away from her for a little bit because I'm low key I'm just ready for the game for real.
Listen, I hear you, dude. I've been ready since we've beaten the 49ers, man. It's been an agonizing 2 weeks, brother. It's just been horrific. Oh my Lord. Honestly, it really has felt like this whole entire season we barely have seen this team play, which is weird, right? Because they'll win and they'll disappear for like 2 weeks and then they'll come back, win, and then we won't see them again. That being said, man, okay, so I've been listening to you. I've been listening to 500, LB, all the cats, all the pundits right now into this game. This is where I've come to my conclusion. Jalen Hurts has to win in the pocket. He has to. I think what Kansas City's going to do, I expect Kansas City to bring 8 in the box because Philadelphia, let's be honest, what Philadelphia has been doing throughout this whole playoff game has been running the ball, gashing them. They don't need to really throw the ball at this point. So if I'm Kansas City, I'm bringing 8 in the box. I'm going to try to stop them. I'm going to do everything I can to not really get that running game going. This is Jalen Hurts' game to prove that he should have been the MVP picked on Thursday night.
What better way than to beat the MVP in the biggest game of the year?
Exactly. And he needs to be on point. I think we need to get 2 or 3 big passing games. And I feel like if you do that, that's going to reopen up that running game, and then the floodgates are really going to come down in Kansas City because on paper, the Philadelphia Eagles are by far the more talented team going to be on that field Sunday night. Mm-hmm. They just can't make any goofy mistakes. This is their game to win it. They can't lose. This could be their game to lose it too if they make dumb or goofy mistakes. They just got to play their game, play it well. But it begins with Jalen Hurts winning in the pocket, throwing precise passes, getting that ball down. Because like you said, like honestly, you have Kansas City at the moment. They have 2 rookies starting in a big primetime game. That's crazy. Yeah, I think that's really the game plan. If Jalen Hurts can connect on a couple of big plays, I think everything opens up because we have one of the most dominant running games in the NFL. I mean, San Francisco, the 49ers that came in basically with that number 1 defense, and we shot them down. We bludgeoned them, man. We totally ripped them apart. So I think that's the game plan. I think it's quite as simple. He has to get the ball down the field, and then once you do that, everything comes. Everything will come. Sanders will get his. Smith will get his. Scott will get his. It's just keep it simple. Don't make any stupid mistakes. And Philadelphia will have in their second Super Bowl championship within 5 years.
Super Bowl championship in 5 years. Now let me ask you, that is your key to victory, so to speak. Now you're saying what we need Jalen Hurts to do. Before I get you out of here, do you believe he can do it and will do it.
I think he will. I think over this last couple of weeks, from everything that I've heard, it just seems like Jalen Hurts has been one of the most tuned in quarterbacks left playing in this game. You can tell that
IQ
this guy,
1,000.
like I said, remember when I
Plus
said he's a
1,000.
cerebral assassin? This guy has been locked down doing the homework. And I think Jalen Hurts has been ready for this moment. I mean, I think everything that's happened to him, to the fact that he was benched in Alabama and in the major champion in the college ball game, to everything has led them to this moment. This is Jalen Hurts coming out party to show the world that he is the next elite quarterback for the next decade in the NFL. And it begins by winning the Super Bowl game tomorrow.
Now, with that being said, great finish. Score prediction before I get you out?
This is going to be a close game. I'm going to say 34-31. I think balls are going to fly. I know it's going to get a lot of people frustrated with Gannon for a little bit. Kelsey's a beast, man. As much as you can do anything you can, Kelsey's a beast. That relationship between Mahomes and Kelsey, that's symbiotic. You can't stop that.
They know where they're going to be. They know each other on the field, off the field. Where
100%, 100%. But I think at the end of the day, I think Jalen Hurts is going to do enough to prove to get this Lombardi Trophy back in Philadelphia, and that's my score, man.
Get it back. We need it. It belongs here for real. Shout out to my guy Green Wingman, always coming through with the soliloquies. Love it, my guy.
Take it, brother.
Be easy. I like it. We got the high-powered energy. We got the talking about it with a little bit of perspective until we can't sleep on Pat Mahomes and all that good stuff. We gonna keep seeing. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button. Almost 400 in the chat. Philly Nate, what's up with you?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Sorry for the wait. I saw you when I was about to click you popped out because you were one of the first ones in here too, but you got back in here.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Man, nothing much. I'm just like, I've been sitting here all day thinking about this game tomorrow. I'm pretty much ready to go. Like, I just been thinking about it all day. I've been like, what are you thinking about this game? You've been thinking about it all day too, probably.
Man, I went to a couple stores. Everybody got their Eagles gear on. I got my hat turned backwards, but I was wearing the Smitty jersey all day. But like I said, when I put this on, I look like Casper the Friendly Ghost. You can see. So I keep saying I'm gonna get a new camera because I got my Smitty and Hurts jersey upstairs. I was wearing the Smitty one today. Got a lot of Go Birds. I'm ready now. Again, the funny thing is, I went to a bank and I saw a Giants fan. And he must have broken his arm or something. I don't know. He had his arm in a sling. So he sees me with my Eagles gear and he's like, y'all gonna lose tomorrow. And I was like, y'all not playing tomorrow. And you know what he really said to me? Yeah, my team's playing. I said, bro, you got a Barkley jersey on. He was like, I'm also a Chiefs fan. I said, I just left. I stopped talking to him. I said, you got backup teams? He's like, yeah. I'm like, get out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Backup teams. I've never heard somebody say that.
He literally told me that he's a Giants and a Chiefs fan, and he also roots for the Jets. I'm like, what? 3 of them? Come on, bro.
Nah, 3 teams is crazy, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 3 teams, like, that's crazy. But so, like, get into this game, though, like, I'm about to, like, what's the first thing you want me to tell you?
So let me ask you, how nervous are you for our defense facing a team that leads the league in total yardage? You know, they have the number one, they're first in total yards. They mainly get it through the air because they love to pass the ball. How do you feel about that matchup? Gannon versus Andy Reid. Let's just say TJ Edwards as the Mike linebacker versus Pat Mahomes with that secondary in the pass rush. How you feeling about that?
You know, a lot of people are talking about like Patrick Mahomes and how he doesn't have any receivers to throw to. And I was listening to a couple like podcast stuff and like how the Chiefs, people were saying like the Chiefs really aren't well at running the ball. So the Eagles defense should have a real great time against it. Now I do feel like the Eagles defense, I do feel like they'll play pretty good, but I still think at some moments in the game that we could struggle because I think Gannon might play like that sometimes, and because it's Patrick Mahomes, I think Mahomes, like whenever he gets into his zone, like he's able to drive down the field like pretty fast whenever he like feels like it. So I feel like there'll be some moments where we struggle with him, but most of the time I feel like these corners, Darius Slay, James Bradbury, I think they'll have a pretty good game against these receivers that don't have really big games. The only one that had a big game was against the Bengals. That was Valdez-Scantling. And I feel like we can shut him down. And then their other receiver, Juju, I'm pretty sure he's hurt. And then I don't know about Mecole Hardman. He's not playing. So I think the corners will have a good day.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the corners, I feel like the corners pretty much will be on lockdown. The only part of the game, I'll say like that second half of the game, I'll say Mahomes starts to kind of cook a little bit, but not too much. And then against the run, I think Isaiah Pacheco, he's a good running back. He's a rookie. He's a good rookie. He's going to be good in the future. I just think I think this D-line is too much for him as a rookie. So I think we'll be able to like shut the run down. And I think we're going to get one turnover on Mahomes. I'm going to say C.J. Gardner-Johnson gets a pick.
Solidify that bag, right? Solidify that bag. C.J. Gardner-Johnson with a pick in the Super Bowl contract year. Is he a safety? Is he a corner? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, that's C.J. Gardner-Johnson for the win. Hey, I would love for the interception to be late. You know what I mean? Like Mahomes driving fourth quarter. He's picked off. And then we can go ahead and knee it down. That would be lovely. Lovely.
For sure, man. That would make my day. That would make my whole year.
Listen, I don't even like. Again, I'm still not fully registered that like my the first 30 minutes of my play-by-play stream is gonna be crazy because I just don't. Again, the feelings are gonna come through. I'm 31 years old. This is the third time I got to witness my team in there. I know we were in the Super Bowl before I was born, lost to the Raiders, but I saw as a 15-year-old kid the loss to the Patriots in 2004. I saw the win when I was 25, able to drink for it against the Patriots, and now I'm 31 years old, and we gonna be doing this live on the YouTube. It's gonna be crazy. But Nate, before I get you out of here, you got a score prediction?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you my score prediction, my offensive player of the game, and defensive player of the game. So for my offensive player of the game, I'm going with Devontae Smith. I think Devontae Smith built for these games, like he said. He is built for these games. I watched him a lot
of Smitties today. It's been a lot of. I ain't mad at it though.
No, but for real though, I literally I used to watch him all the time, and I can just tell like the big games he really pops off. So say Smith gets around 7 catches for $120, maybe a touchdown. And then for the defensive side, I'm definitely going with Hassan Reddick. I think Reddick's gonna have 2 to 3 sacks because if you think about it, Hassan Reddick is an aggressive player. He gets after the quarterback when he wants to. He's really aggressive. Like he gets around the offensive line and he smacks the ball. So he might cause a turnover. You gotta watch out for him. So for the score prediction, I got like a pretty close game. I got a pretty wild score though. I got the Eagles with 40 points and the Chiefs with 37.
40 to 37. Hey, 40 burger will be nice. The 37 hanging around. Hey, I ain't mad if they got the 37 and they're driving down the field, and that's when the C.J. Gardner-Johnson interception comes. I ain't mad at that at all. Appreciate you for tuning in, Nate. And listen, everybody watching, and also you, Nate, I will be doing a tailgate party with games and having people come on the stream too. But again, it won't just be one person. It could be like 6 or 7 people all talking and playing the game at the time. The link is in my last video. It will be in the pinned comment section to this video once I get off, because I got to keep the pinned comment section, the link to come on here. But listen, it's going to be a fun time. First time hosting it for the Jan Sports app. It's a free app. Just got to sign up. Come through.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Be easy. All right. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button. Still 363 people in the building. RB, what's going on with you, RB? I see the championship ring.
Number 2 on its way, man. Number 2's on its way. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there, RB. Shout out to you. You've been in here. You were the last person to come in before it started getting cut off. So now we got a new group of guys in. But listen, man, that championship ring looks good, but I'm ready to see numero dos.
Add another one onto it. This is the last statement for the Niners game. They could have had Steve Young or Joe Montana playing, they was not winning that game. Point blank.
Not in Philly. Not in Philly. Not the way we were pumped up.
Exactly. But I'm not worried about this game whatsoever. Like my man LB said before, this is about to be a body bag.
Woo-wee.
No games played. I feel like what I think the wingman Green said. I do like his prediction on that. Jalen does play in the pocket. I feel like this is gonna be a passing game just to prove he's a better passer or the better quarterback after Mahomes won this MVP. I'm gonna say our first offensive drive is gonna be a touchdown to Quez Watkins because the defense is gonna be keyed on Goddard, Smitty, and Brown. So sprinkle in Quez Watkins, touchdown. So now that spreads the ball out even more. I feel like it's going to be a balanced game. Hurts throws for over 300. It's going to be a total rushing over 200. Offense alone. And I feel like Hassan Reddick is going to have 4 to 5 sacks, 3 in the first half. I hope Gannon, I understand our front four does the most, but I hope he a blitz. Avonte Maddox. Blitz
Avonte Maddox?
Blitz Avonte Maddox. Because they're not looking for that. And CJ Gardner-Johnson, 2 picks.
2 picks for the guy who wants to bag. Look, I love when JG throws the Avonte Maddox blitz. It comes at the right time. I think he schemes it up perfectly. The last time we seen it was really against Dak, but you know he didn't tackle him, but he gets in there. He got a nose to find the open hole, shoot the gap. He just got to make sure he gets a tackle. But Dak is a little heavier than Pat Mahomes, and we can't forget Pat Mahomes is on that gimpy ankle. Look, I'm not trying to hurt nobody purposely, but football's a rough sport, my guy, and Hassan Reddick is a beast. You know.
I just feel like him even trying to scramble. It's not gonna do him no justice whatsoever. He better stay in that pocket because he has nowhere to run.
That is facts. Now, again, Pat Mahomes don't normally beat you running for first downs, but he will run if he needs to. But his mobility is kind of bobbing and weaving in the pocket. But as much as the pass rushers get there, and Hassan Reddick and Sweat and BG, man, the interior pressure is going to be there too because they do got a nice center. They got a pretty darn good center.
He's not
but
bad.
I still 11 sacks for the D tackle position for Hargrave. He's coming to play. This whole D line is I think built for this moment against this quarterback. For real.
I don't want to be too. You know, I think this is gonna be like a Carson Wentz game when we had like 9 sacks. I'm gonna say we have 7 sacks this game.
The Chiefs O-line is pretty good, but look, I do think the coverage on the back end is going to be good. Here's the thing. The only reason I don't think it's going to get that high, and I do want to get one more prediction before I get you out of here. I do believe Andy Reid is going to make sure that Mahomes gets the ball at his hands fast early. He might start holding it late, especially if we get a 7 to 10 point lead. He might try to hold it. I mean, a 10-point lead to hold it a little bit to get deeper throws. But the object, and Mahomes said it multiple times in interviews this week.
Yeah,
he's getting the ball out of his hand fast because he sees them hungry dogs.
Yeah,
I'll take. I think if we can sack him 3 or 4 times, just sacks, and then the pressures that come along with it, it's gonna discombobulate what Mahomes really wants to do through my eyes.
Yes, my offense MVP is really out of 3 people: Hurts, Smitty, and Miles. But defense, Hassan Reddick. I don't know. I think you posted on your TikTok that message that his mom left him. He's locked in.
I had watched it like 3 times in a row, and literally I just had when I was done watching it, I was like, did anybody see me drop a tear real quick? You know what I mean? Because I was at the barbershop. I was at the barbershop when I put that up.
Yeah, he's locked in. He is locked in. But this is gonna be a 40+ 42-17 Birds.
There's been a couple 40 burgers being predicted out here. I got us in the 30s, but boy, oh boy, I would love to see 40 from our Birds in the Super Bowl.
Yes, go Birds, baby, go Birds. Yo, keep doing your thing, Mike.
All right, be easy, my bro. RB, right? That's your name, right?
Yeah, RB.
I don't know why. All right, shout out to you, bro. I think I missed a super chat too, to be honest. Real quick before we get my next guy in here. Super chat. No, this is the one that was up. All right. Shout out to Tall Rob. My bad for just keeping it on the screen and not reading it. I wouldn't be surprised if Miles wins the MVP. Running back. I mean, if we elect not to throw the ball up, which I think we're going to have a lot of openings to let it loose. I think Jalen's going to cook, to be honest. However, the run game is always there. It's one of our specialties. If Miles gets 2 touchdowns, 120 and 2 touchdowns, and the passing game really wasn't there, it could be, but we about to see. Shout out to Tall Rob with the $5 super chat, though. My bad for taking so long. What's going on, Weapon?
Yo, you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, what's up, man? Let's get
What's
into
up?
this.
How you?
Hey, you
Let's
you
talk
just you
about
brought up Miles Sanders. You brought up Miles Sanders, and I was looking at their front, and they do like that little wide 9, and it's leaving
There's gonna be
some,
holes.
like the gaps is gonna be like wide open. Yeah. So when you said it, I'm like, whoa. You think about it, we're a more physical team. So I feel like I feel like we should run the ball. I know we're gonna run the ball on them, and just run it down their throat, man. They too little, man.
Chris Jones is the only one there that really can move people, but when it's their one against our 5, and again, we got the Great Wall of China when it comes to O-lines. Kelsey in the second level, Lane playing on one leg, but still one of probably the best right tackle in the game. Malata's getting busy. I do think the run game is going to be utilized, but you don't see Jalen Hurts getting loose with this 24th ranked secondary, 2 rookies starting. You got AJ and Devontae there, and it's been back-to-back games where, again, if Spagnola's watching how we beat down on the Giants and the Niners, he's like, bro, I'm going to start this game by loading the box. I want to see if they're willing to throw it against us, which, we are willing. But I asked a question on a post. Is it more likely we get 200 plus yards rushing or we pass for over 300? You leaning towards the rushing or the passing?
That's a good question. I'm leaning towards the rush, honestly, because you want to impose your will, and that's a great question. And there's been questions about Jalen Hurts and his shoulder and things like that, man. But I feel like everybody right now in the Super Bowl, they're going all out. They're going to give it their all. We have the clear advantage. If you look at our offense versus their defense, we have a better offensive line. I would take our offensive line over their defensive line. They have Chris Jones, but that's one player. You can always negate one player. You look at their secondary, they got rookies all over the place. I feel like it's kind of a I feel like we can have our way with these guys. Honestly, I feel like we have our way with these guys. I would prefer for us to just punch them in the mouth, run the ball, control the time of possession, keep MVP Patrick Mahomes, keep him on the bench, turn him into a bench warmer, and keep him out of rhythm. I think we're gonna run the ball right down their throat, man. Like you said, Miles Sanders, that he might be the MVP, bro.
That was the super chat saying.
I hope, honestly, I want them to just hit these guys right in the mouth. Honestly, I want them to just hit them in the mouth, keep punching them in the mouth. Honestly, keep running the ball at them. I don't think they'll be able to stop it. If I'm pretty sure you've seen like they scheme. You remember we ran a wide 9, right?
Oh yeah.
And it was times where we were getting gashed right through the tackles. They're like probably bottom of the last and rushes. When it comes to rushing against through the tackle, I feel like we just run the ball at them, bro. Honestly, we just run the ball at them.
Yeah, and that has been the recipe for success for the Eagles. I'm just thinking that if I'm looking at it as if I was the Chiefs D coordinator, I'm gonna try to stop their run first. But here's the thing: we've seen over the years teams try to stop our run and even putting all their efforts in trying to stop our run, they still can't stop our run. and that's the thing. When you do something so well, you just don't let nobody dictate you, stop you from doing it. You go ahead and do it. And I'm trying to see us run the ball until they show us, all right, we might have to drop back and throw it. But I do think, though, this game is set up. And again, I just want to get the dub. But how sweet would it be for us to beat the MVP and then watch who we wanted and thought was going to be MVP for the majority of the season hold up the Super Bowl MVP with the Lombardi? You know what I mean? So to me,
Word.
I want the Eagles to win more than me picking the individual stat line. But this is a true statement.
How do you look from a fan standpoint, bro? How do you want to see them win? Do you want to see them like air it out? Do you want to see them just run the ball, or just a win's a win, huh? Or is it just is it style points
for me?
Is it a style point thing? Just a win.
And honestly, I like when we win running the ball, because people hate the fact that our quarterback runs, we run, and blah, 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 blah. So I would like to rub it in their face, like the way y'all hated us playing is the way we won a Super Bowl. So I really just want to win the Super Bowl. But I will say this. The last time the MVP of the league won a Super Bowl was in '99. So Mahomes winning the MVP, now in the Super Bowl, odds ain't in his favor, but records are meant to be broken. We're going to see for sure. Before I get you out, let me get your offensive player, defensive player, and that score prediction. But go ahead, if you want to say something else, say something else.
All right, score predict. Yeah. Look. I'll say this, right? Last thing before I give you my score predictions: offensive player, defensive player. All right. I'm not concerned. Okay, Patrick Mahomes, he's a dog. Okay, he's probably the best quarterback in the NFL. Okay, based off what he can do. Yeah. Okay. I'll give him that, but I'm not concerned about him at all. I've never been more excited or less concerned about a game than right now than this Super Bowl. I don't know why. I just feel like we're going to dominate this team. I feel like we have the better roster, and I feel like we have everything in place. We're the kryptonite. I'll put it like that. I feel like we are the kryptonite to Patrick Mahomes. We got the pass rush, and we have the corners. We got two corners on the outside. We have the safety. I mean, like, bro, I feel like we have all the pieces to make his night a living hell, you know? So I'm not worried about Patrick Mahomes. MVP, offensive player, I would say, man, you got me thinking about one of these backs, bro. When you brought up Miles Sanders, he did have 2 rushing touchdowns, right, against the 49ers.
Yeah.
Right. He had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Not many people were talking about that. We had 4
they were just
rushing touchdowns.
He
Scott,
walked in.
Hurts, and 2 Sanders.
Yeah, and Sanders they just walked in. It was like easy. And this was the best defense in the NFL, quote unquote.
Quote unquote, right? Yeah.
So imagine the Chiefs. So now let's compare that to the Chiefs. Come on, man. And we might put up 300 rushing yards, bro. I would probably pick a back, probably Jalen Hurts, probably offensive. God, I would say Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna give it to Jalen Hurts. I'll give it to Jalen Hurts.
Rushing the ball.
If you look at what he went through, in Alabama, it'll be a complete flip to where he got benched. And, you know, this time around on the biggest stage, he'll actually get the recognition he finally deserves. I feel like he will have maybe, I want to say like 2 or 3 rushing touchdowns. I would say Jalen Hurts offensively. He deserves it. He needs it. God, I want him to get it. Defensively, everybody's going with Hassan Reddick.
Everybody going with Reddick.
Everybody's going with Hassan Reddick. Dude, no, listen, bro. That tackle over there, he's suspect. And even if you give him help, let's say you wanna chip block with a back or put a tight end over there, they can just stunt. They've been doing a lot on a defensive the defensive line to where it goes unnoticed, to where how they are actually scheming. So I mean, if it's kind of like, yeah, bro, I would say I want to say Hassan Reddick, but I'm not because everybody else is. So I mean, I would say I'll go. I'll go Slay. I'll go Slay. Come on, let's go Slay. I'll give it to Slay. I'll say you get a pick or two. I'll give it to Slay and Jalen Hurts, man. That's what I'll do. Offensively, I'll give it to Jalen Hurts. You probably have 2 or 3 rush. Let's say 4 overall. 4, because I think it's gonna be a blowout. I'll say 4 overall touchdowns for Jalen Hurts, and I'll say a pick, 2 or 3 pass deflections for Darius Slay alone, an interception, man.
All right,
That's
and
what I
that's
got
gonna
for
lead
you,
to
bro.
what you said blowout, but what's the blowout score prediction?
I tried to leave without giving you that. God, I'll
The
say,
score prediction
look,
is
I
rough.
think, okay, if you watch the Eagles, we've had a lot of close games. We've also had some games that was like over in the second half, third quarter. I would say, damn, I'll say a 40 burger. I want to see a 40 burger.
A lot of 40 burgers in
Okay,
this
you know what?
stream so far.
Yeah, I'm saying I'll just say a 40 burger, okay? I'll say the Chiefs will probably score probably like maybe they'll probably get like 3 touchdowns and a field goal. You know,
24-40.
I'm trying
Hey,
to give you a prediction without giving you a prediction.
I hear you. I ain't mad at it. But hey, listen, if
All
we
right,
score
bro, keep doing
40,
your thing, bro.
I appreciate you for coming through. Shout out to Weapon. Listen, Kristen said 33-27. She's keeping it funky. I got a 30. I got a scoring in the 30s. I don't know where I'm trying to put the needle for the Kansas City score yet. I don't know where the needle's going to land. I got a score in 30. If they want to beat us, they got to score 32. I don't know if they can do that, though. Let's get through these. Kristen, feel free to call in. Ethan, what's going on with you, Ethan?
What's up, Mike? How you doing, bro?
Chilling. As calm as I could be one day prior to the Super Bowl. I mean, it's a Super Bowl, you know. There's 30 teams at home picking out their favorite chicken wing collection to go in. That's it. Just watch it, eat some food, and just see who wins. We in the game.
Yes, sir.
So what you're feeling? What's your initial feeling heading into this game?
Pretty much what a lot of people have been saying, anxiety.
Do you think it's going to be a blowout?
Not at all. No.
It's Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes he's a baby goat for a reason.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fairly close game. Not as close as it was back in Super Bowl 52. A little bit similar. I think they're going to be playing the same way. Yeah, the Eagles got a lot to worry about this game, but I don't see how they can't win this game. They've been winning like crazy.
They got that win no matter what mentality, and I like the fact that they can win so many different ways. Do you think or quote unquote, when we win, however you want to say it, do you think it's going to be around the running game or the passing game in this particular matchup?
I'm going to go with passing.
I like it a lot. And listen, the run game is what we've seen get us to this spot. But man, they got some rookie corners, and I like Trent McDuffie coming out the draft for sure. I like Trent McDuffie. However, they got Batmans to mess with. You know,
we got 3 Batmans, and they got to be scared.
And you're a big Quez Watkins believer. So tell me what you think Quez Watkins is going to do. And mind you, Quez on social media told the 40 Winer fans to shut up and take that L. So he's feeling a little spicy a day before the Super Bowl. That being said, what is Quez Watkins doing this game? Because you've been a big Quez Watkins supporter all season. Let me know your Quez Watkins stat line.
Quez Watkins for tomorrow night, I think he's going to get, I'm going to say a solid 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. I believe in him, man. What do you expect?
Hey, I ain't mad at the game at all. Shoot for the stars. That's what I like to hear. You got a score prediction?
Yeah, I got a score prediction, and I got an offensive player and a defensive player of the game. Score prediction, everybody's been saying it's a 40 burger. I think the same thing. I think it's going to be 46-29 Eagles. We're going to bring another Vince Lombardi trophy to Philly, and I'm going to add another flag that you see on the top of my head right here. I'm going to add another one to my collection.
Add another one. 2023 NFL Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
And offensive player of the game, I'm going with Jalen Hurts. And defensive player of the game, going who everybody's been saying, my fellow South Jerseyan, Hassan Reddick.
Reddick is the most loved defensive player right now. He's feeling it. He's bringing the smoke. I like it. How many sacks for Reddick?
5.
I love it. I love it. Shout out to you, Ethan. Appreciate you for tuning in and coming through.
Thanks for letting me in. Go Birds.
Go Birds. Let's go. Love when E-Dog comes through. Shout out to my guy, Wheezy, the dreaded Eagle. What you cooking up there, my guy? What you cooking up there?
Shit, man. I was cooking the Philly.
Hey, I like it. He got the white Eagle. What jersey you rocking?
This is Mike Quick right here, dog.
Ooh, Mike Quick. And this year, Mike Quick said, hey, AJ, I'm going to have to pass the torch to you, AJ. Mike Quick passed the torch.
Oh, yeah. It's a good thing, though.
It is. Finally, right?
Hall of Famer, bro.
Hall of Famer. But how you feeling? How you feeling
Man,
for Sunday's Super Bowl?
Man, I'm just nervous. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
rightfully
I feel like
so.
we got the better team, bro. All around, cuz we got the better team all around, man. Like these folks got rookies in the their whole secondary rookies, man.
Mm-hmm.
We got AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. Cuz you remember what AJ Brown did to the damn Steelers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Over triple coverage and shit, bro. Come on, bro. He got a fucking rookie in front. He got a rookie in front of him. He gonna have a rookie in front of him, man. Ain't no doubt we should eat, man. Look, we got better defensive line, man. Our better offensive line. We got Hall of Famers on the O line, man.
Two of them
motherfuckers. I mean, MFs. I'm sorry, I ain't mean because I'm just hyped, bro. My
hey,
bad.
listen, it's the Super Bowl. It's the day before the Super Bowl. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, damn right. You're right, bro. It is. I don't know, man, but I feel like if we stop Mahomes and Kelsey, if we stop Kelsey, who else you gonna throw the damn ball to? Juju? He garbage.
Yeah. And he's definitely going to feel for the Philly takes, the Philly cheesesteak takes, right? Like,
oh yeah.
you know,
We gotta get in that ass bet, man. Got to. Bro. Hey, look, and all the little running around Patrick Mahomes doing the backfield, man. Look here, bro. He gonna have a man in his face every time, dog.
Every time.
Every time you get ready to turn around, dog's gonna be somebody in his damn grill. So
that's true.
Come on, man. Come on, dog. I don't see him losing this damn game at all. It ain't gonna happen.
Hey,
it ain't gonna happen.
So let me ask you, offensively, you talked about the rookie secondary that the Chiefs are going to bring to the Super Bowl in Arizona. The Eagles love to run the ball, and we do it no matter what you try to do. And we will run the ball. But if you had to say one of these wide receivers is going to break loose, who's going to have the bigger game, Devontae or AJ?
Damn. Man, I love both of them so much. Smitty, man. I feel like Smitty gonna be the one.
Everybody's been thinking of Smitty, man.
I think Smitty gonna be the one, man. He's used to this type of pressure. You know what I mean? No, you can't compare college to the Super Bowl, but look.
AJ played in the AFC Championship.
You right. You sure right.
Well, now he played in the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship.
Yep. So, hey, look. Hey, man, it's going to be Smitty, bro. Smitty or Dallas Goedert. I don't know, man.
A lot of people sleeping on Dallas Goedert, right? He just like, we got so many weapons at the wide receiver position now. We finally forgot our tight end. That's always been our bread and butter.
Man, top 5 in the league, bro. If he wouldn't have got hurt, he would have had 1,000 this year. Easy. He would have had 1,000. No doubt.
So okay, so on the defensive side, who you got as the MVP on the defensive side, and your score prediction before I get you up out of here?
Damn. I'm gonna
Too
go
many
see the
stars.
Deuce. See the Deuce, man.
That's
I'm gonna go Chauncey Gardner, bro.
That's
He the
gonna be
X
my
factor, man. I'm
go-to.
telling y'all, cause he the X factor. I mean, everybody say Hassan already. Of course, he gonna eat, bro. Regardless, he gonna eat. But Chauncey Gardner Johnson is somebody different, bro. We ain't never besides Weapon X, we ain't never had no safety like dude.
Listen,
hold on.
I love me
Quentin
some
Michael.
Malcolm Jenkins. I love me some Malcolm Jenkins.
Hey, Malcolm Jenkins too. I forgot about MJ, bro. I'm sleeping. I'm tripping. I'm
It's all
tripping.
right. Listen, we not thinking straight. We're not gonna think straight until 6:30. That's when we gonna be laser focused.
Dog, this is gonna. Hey, I can't wait either, man. I'm gonna be toe up too. I can't wait. I can't wait to get off work.
I got my crown. Bought it today. Listen, I'm not gonna be in no rush. We doing Battle Birds podcast early. We're doing that like at 1 o'clock. I'm gonna be doing a live tailgate. Come through if you want to, because we're gonna have like 6 or 7 different people on the screen taking shots, drinking beers, and I'm gonna be laser focused.
Bet. I'll be there, dog. You already know. Go Birds regardless, bro.
Go Birds regardless. You always come through with that, Mr. Consistent.
Consistent. You already know. I'm here. I'm with you, dog.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro.
No doubt.
All right, be easy.
Yep.
Oh, wait, score prediction.
Oh, shit. 35-17, man. I'm giving them 17. That's too many points to get their ass, but 35. We're going to go with 35.
Hey, shout out to you. I like it. I like it.
All right, bet.
Peace. Shout out to my guy, always comes through and he says, go Birds regardless. Shout out to Eagles Uncut with the $5 super chat. Wear my AJ Brown jersey to work tonight. Might get fired, but I don't give a bleep. It's Philly thing. It's a Philly thing. Not to get fired, but to not give a bleep. Fly, Eagles, fly. Like I said, a lot of people been going Smitty. Got the Smitty jersey closed. I don't want to look like a ghost the whole stream, so I got to figure it out. I got to get a new camera for real. I've been slacking. Stu Vision with the $2 super chat. He's still going. Forgot about something. I'm tapping back in real fast. Stu Vision said he needs to get up in here. I got to get my guy on who's been waiting for a while. I got to get my guy who's been waiting for a minute now. We got 2 people who's been waiting for a minute and they got kicked out and came back in. That's Anthony and Jaquan. We're going to go in order, though. Anthony, what's up with you?
What's going on, Philly Mike? How we doing?
We doing as good as anybody can be post pre-Super Bowl 1 day away.
It's been the longest 2 weeks ever. I don't think I've waited this long for anything in my life since the NFC Championship game. Honestly, though.
Yeah, look, that's how it be. Look, every single year, the off season to me feels like it gets longer away. But again, 2 weeks waiting for the Super Bowl when it's not your team, it go by quick. Because if the Eagles weren't playing in the Super Bowl, I will be hosting a Super Bowl party downstairs. A lot of people mad at me because they're like, yo, we coming over your house for the Eagles game? No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm going to stream it. And even if I wasn't streaming it, I can't have nobody trash talking when the Eagles are playing that big of a game. Like you playing a regular season game, it's different. So I always host at my house. Like last year, Rams, Bengals, mad food, drinks, beers, mad people over, chilling as a party. This time it's a business trip. We not partying.
No question.
And the 2 weeks for the business trip takes a lot longer.
Yeah, I mean, like the regular bye, the first round bye, it's nothing because all the other teams playing. So who cares? The Super Bowl bye, it felt like the last time we played was like a year ago.
Yes, I'm so ready.
24 hours from this moment. It's
3 minutes.
going.
Actually, It's 23 hours, 57 minutes. We gonna count it down like that. But let me ask you, you're ready for the game, but you're probably nervous. I mean, if somebody says Super Bowl nervous to say the least, but how do you feel about Pat Mahomes? A lot of people been coming on here and listen, an opinion is an opinion. And they say we're not too worried of big old Pat Mahomes. How do you feel about the Chiefs offense?
So, I mean, the past 2 weeks I've been trying to wrap my head around like, all right, what can the Chiefs do to like give us fits? One thing that Andy Reid has been doing a lot of is the screen game and the checkdowns, and that's something like scheme-wise that our defense kind of struggles with. I mean, we saw with David Montgomery against the Bears, we struggled, and Jonathan Gannon was kind of stingy to take care of it. But yeah, we're just honestly, it's going to be mitigating Travis Kelce. I think it's going to be huge for the linebackers to step in and do their job and to take away the edges. That's going to be huge. I'm not really too concerned about the downfield game just because Slade and Bradbury are all pro, and they don't really be doing it like that.
Yeah, they don't have Tyreek Hill. I mean, the security blanket is 100% Kelce, but I do agree. The way that the Chiefs use McKinnon, the running back, they use him in the slot, they use him in the screen game, they use him in the short passing game, and that has been one of the things that you would say. I think we're pretty good locking up deep ball across the middle. We can rush the passer, but the screens and the dump offs, tackling in open field hasn't always been great. It's been better of late, but Mahomes is going to get the ball out of his hands quick. And if you combine Pacheco and McKinnon's, they got to combine 830 some passing yards together. I mean, receiving yards together. So they're going to be a big part in this offense for the Kansas City Chiefs. And Andy Reid's he better not dial up no carousel play or nothing crazy like that.
Ain't no way. That's going to be the other big thing for our defense is eye discipline, because like you just said, Andy Reid likes to make those carousel plays, a lot of eye candy. It's just going to be like what Jalen Hurts says, dominate your box and just, staying true to your assignment, really.
Yeah, staying true. And again, the main assignment got to be Travis Kelce, because I'm not saying Juju can't catch a ball or Valdez Scantling can't catch a ball. If they beat you one play, you tip your hat off to them and say, okay, beat me again. You do not let Kelce beat you, because once they get in the rhythm, they've been playing together so long. They know each other on and off the field. Like it says, if he's doing a button hook, but the defense taking it away, he cuts it into the left side just off a little movement. Like, they know each other. They like pretty much can talk to each other in their heads without talking to each other. And that's how he's always open. We got 1K always open. I mean, 1,400 yards plus? Kelce had 1,300 yards plus. He no joke. To me, he's the best receiving tight end ever.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a case for that, and there's no secret as to why. So, I mean, bracket coveraging him, I mean, I'd like to see Chauncey Gardner-Johnson over there sometimes, kind of helping Kaiser or TJ, whichever side he's on. But it's going to be huge to stop him. I'm not really worried about the run game and just the flat game. But we haven't even talked about the offense yet. We're just talking about the defense.
Yeah, so let's flip it over there real quick. How do you feel about our offense against that rookie secondary, not so talented linebacking core? The only real scary dude over there, Chris Jones. How do you feel about that? Now, Spagnuolo is a good D coordinator, but how you feel about this offense that ranked third in total yards to end the season?
Yeah, I think what the Eagles, they honestly can attack the Chiefs any way that they want to. I mean, on paper, they have all of the key matchups, the trenches. I mean, the Kansas City defensive line it's good, but they're going up against the best offensive line in football. And I like A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith one-on-one against two rookie corners, which, I mean, Trent McDuffie has been playing baller this year, but still, it's 1K always open versus a rookie. And I really think the coaches shouldn't really try to do anything more than what's got them here. So I think they're going to run the ball. I think they're going to eat up time of possession, and they'll set up the pass off of that. So I think there's going to be a lot more Miles Sanders. I think a lot of Kenneth Gainwell, who I am riding. So hopefully he gets his touches. But yeah, I really think the Eagles can attack them any way they want.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that if they put the extra man in the box, you still got to run at it to show that you're not going to abandon the run. And the fact that the Eagles always run their run game, no matter who's in the box or who's not in the box. But I do see an opening for Jalen Hurts to really let it loose, to beat up on this rookie secondary and claim what's going to be his, not MVP of the season, but MVP of the big boy game trophy, MVP of the Super Bowl. I'll take it for sure. Let me get your offense and defensive player and score prediction before I get you out of here.
I bet. So, I mean, offensive player, obviously, Jalen Hurts. This is going to be the game that he's a coming out party. He's gonna do his thing. He's going to show everybody, it's going to be the culmination of his entire football career, being benched to Alabama, transferring, going through all the Carson Wentz nonsense in 2020. And all the media saying, he can't throw. He's just a glorified running back, blah, 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 blah. He's going to do his thing. He's going to be able to pass. I'm not worried about that. Going to be a good dose passing, running. Defense. I think my defensive player of the day, not really a player, but the linebacker core on the second level, mitigating as much of Travis Kelce as they can. Obviously, we're not going to completely shut him out, but if they can hold up, we got this in the bag. Score prediction. See, earlier in the week, I was on the pod. Shout out to my guy Kyle. We were talking about this. I had it. I want to say it was 37-31, but after I saw the KC fans did the forbidden touch the Rocky statue, I had to switch it up. 37-18 or 38-17 Birds.
Hey, listen, and again, remember, I don't know if you watched the New Hype podcast, but as Kelsey said, was it a Philly fan who does it all the time or not? I don't know. But as long as we get the screenshot of that, the picture of that, it is what it is. I like it. I like the score prediction, my guy. And listen, everybody in here, go on YouTube and type in the Day One podcast the way he has it on the screen. Check it out.
Yep, Twitter handle right there.
He talks it all. Appreciate you.
It. Hey, I'll be at the virtual tailgate tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, like I said, it's my first time hosting it, but they already gave me a walkthrough of all the games they got and the stuff they got. Now I'm gonna be new at pulling everything up, but it's cool. It's like a pong table. It's like it's cool. It looks really cool. Come through.
I'm gonna definitely be there.
I'll be easy.
All right, see ya.
All right. Now listen, we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got almost 9 people back there. We're going over an hour and 36 minutes. This time I'm going to try my best to hurry it up. I always say that, but I do want to hear from all y'all. You know what I mean? So we're going to go through these quick. Shout out to my guy. We got Jaquan Williams, and then we got Big Mix, #1 Eagles next. And then we got B for the Money. And then we got the Phillies. Then we got BLSG, Dragon, Stu, Benji, I Am Ruiz, and Mikey T. Let's get it. Let's go. What's going on, Bird Nation? Jaquan, how you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling A1, man. Listen, man. No worries whatsoever. You know why? Because I do my own research, man. I don't be listening to what all these analysis on ESPN, First Take, and all them boys say. Listen, I do my own analysis because I'm a Stone Cold Eagle fan from a city that don't have no football team, from a state that don't have a football team. So, all I got to do is study. All right? That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. So put your listening ears on. This is why we're going to win and why we're going to win big at that. All right?
Big game. Go ahead and spit the game.
First of all, Andy Reid, 5 consecutive AFC championships, right? How many times he went to the NFC championship with us? 5 times, right? How many Super Bowl wins he got? 1.
Only 1.
But guess who that one Super Bowl win is to? The infamous choke artist, Kyle Shanahan. The guy that liked to lose big leads in Super Bowls, like he did against Tom Brady over there when he was in Atlanta with Quinn. You understand what I'm saying? And then how he lost the 10-point lead with San Francisco to KC. That's how he get down. That's my guy now. Don't get it wrong. Andy Reid, I love him because, back in the day, he was with the Eagles forever. I still love him, but he's a choke artist too. The only reason why he got away is because the choke artist that he was playing against, they had Jimmy G. He's a winner, but Jimmy G is a game manager, not a game winner. And he managed to lose that game. Okay. The next thing, all right, Kansas City. They played against like opponents like us, the Houston Texans which they went to overtime with. But everybody know that when you're playing against a team that low, they gonna bring their A game. They exposed pressure to Mahomes, and they end up having to go to overtime with them. And they went to overtime with them. Indianapolis Colts, a team that played with a lot of pressure, had nothing to lose. What happened to that? They lost that game because they put that pressure on Patty Mack.
Pressure burst pipes.
Okay. Jacksonville Jaguars. The last time they played them, they won by 7. Yeah, you understand, because, it got a little close. But the first time, they only beat them by 10. We beat them by 8. But we was down by 14 on the road in the rain.
In a monsoon.
In a monsoon, baby. And we still knocked them out the box. Then you got to realize, all year long, they always talk about the Eagles ain't played anybody. But Kansas City played 6 games inside of their division, which is trash. They gave up 24 and 28 points to the worst scoring offense in the league, the Denver Broncos, and they went with the AFC South. So basically, what? 10 of their 16 games was against those 2 divisions? Bruh, who they played? Then they played against San Francisco, and they beat them up 44-20-something, 41-28, I think. But guess what? They was missing 7 starters on defense that game. Do y'all remember that? Yes. Okay. Then you come back again. They played against Tua. They knocked Tua out the game. And, but they were beating them pretty good already. Then they knocked Tua out the game, but they complaining about us knocking their quarterback out the game. And then they knocked Matthew Stafford out the game too. When they ain't the 40 whiners, they the 53 whiners, the whole damn team whine. Now,
the 53-man whiners.
Yes, sir. And then on top of that, they beat the Tom Brady Bucks. You know what I'm saying? That's who. Everybody beat them up. The only reason why they won, they got to the playoffs by default. You understand what I'm saying? And then, what I'm going to say, this year, the good teams they played against, so-called Buffalo, they lost. Cincinnati, they lost. Only one out of the top tier teams that they did play against, they only beat San Francisco. They went 1 and 2 against them 3 top tier teams. And they beat San Francisco with 7 starters missing on defense. Then.
So you're saying they aren't who we thought they were.
They aren't what their records seem to be. You know what I'm saying? They want to say we had the easiest path to the Super Bowl because we mollywopped the Giants and San Francisco. But San Francisco, the 53 whiners, they talking about if we had Brock Purdy, we would have won. Guess what? You did have Brock Purdy. We just knocked his ass out. Point blank. He came to the game. Y'all came to the game fully stacked with the team that y'all was planning on beating our ass with. Y'all thought y'all finna. Debo says, we was going to just go over the top. Bro, you would have went back there with Bradbury and Slade and C.J. Gardner-Johnson back and Maddox back. Okay, let's try that again. But Kansas City, when we bring that pressure to Kansas City, Mahomes make all this magic by extending plays. Mahomes used to 1, 2, maximum 3 boys coming at him. So yes, he could slide up in the pocket, slide to the left, slide to the right. Not against Philly, because in Philly, you got Hargraves coming from the right side. You got Reddick coming from, not Hargraves, you got Sweat coming from the right side. You got Reddick coming from the left side. So guess what? Mahomes gonna try to slide up in the pocket so he can do his little swinging, but he gonna run into somebody named Hargrave and Fletcher Cox.
Hey.
And listen, my player of the game, Hargrave and Fletcher Cox. They gonna be dual defensive player of the game. Offense, Jalen gonna do his thing, and the final score, 35-16. Let's go Birds.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo! He came in spitting fire first. He came in, I don't even know how to do that, but fly like an eagle. Let's go. Hey, I appreciate you coming in. I know you had that sequilla. I don't even know how to say the word anymore. He had it ready. He was like, as soon as I get my moment, bang, spilled it.
I'm ready. Hold on. I need the other one. Yes, sir. I need the other one, baby. I need the other one.
Yes.
I got one. I need the other one this year, baby.
We trying to fill that hand up as much as possible. 2 in 5 years. But listen, we got to get through Pat Mahomes right now. He's the MVP of the league. We'll see how good he is in Arizona.
I wanted him to get the MVP because I know Jalen's the MVP, and by him winning it, that's gonna put that fire under Jalen. Hey, listen, I was born in Houston, Texas, brother. I know it. And listen, Philly, blue collar workers. Houston, blue collar workers. He in the right spot. He came to the perfect spot, y'all. Perfect spot. He gonna shine in Philly for at least 15 years. Watch what I tell you. At least 15 years.
And listen, we gonna be here covering it together, calling streams for the next 15 years, and you're always gonna be welcome, Jaquan. I appreciate you. He said, what'd you say, 35-16?
35-16. I know it's gonna be a 3-score game. Listen, they not getting in the end zone but once. Kelsey might get in the end zone on a 14-yard play, but it's gonna be in the third quarter. They kicking 3 field goals and a touchdown. That's it.
Y'all got me feeling hype. A lot of 40 burgers, a lot of blowouts, a lot of this, a lot of that. I'm loving the energy from Philly. I'm going to catch you, Jaquan. Appreciate you.
Burger.
Peace. Fly away. Hey, shout out to him coming through. Look, I do believe the Eagles are scoring 30. I think the Chiefs are scoring in the 20s. I think it's going to be closer. But, oh, boy, I'm wishing for Jaquan score. I'm wishing for Stu Vision score. I'm wishing for Weapon score. I'm wishing for E-Dog score. I'm wishing for everybody who said blowout. I'm wishing. But I got a lot of respect for Mahomes, but he has never played a pass rush and a secondary combination like this. Oh, but the Cowboys put 40 on y'all. We didn't have Sweat. Part of the combination. We didn't have CJ. We didn't have Avante. That's part of the combination. When the combination is full is what I'm talking about. And we're going to see. Big Mix, what's going on? Shout out to you for rocking in the back. Appreciate it, my guy.
What it do, Mike? How you doing?
I'm chilling for as much as I can before the big day.
All right, man. Well, let me get my respect thing out the way. I respect Andy Reid. I respect Mahomes. And I respect Kelsey. And I respect Jones, but there ain't a lot of talk going on about Dickerson, Kelsey, and Salmalo. They're going to isolate Jones. I mean, we just played the #1 defense, and look at how we ran the ball on them. The only thing they talking about is Jones. We got those 3 in the middle. When they double team, they clear out the middle. So we're going to run to pass. I'm going to say that again. We're going to run to pass. As soon as they bring that safety down in the box, that's when Gala going to kill him. My offensive player of the game is going to be Gala. Because they're going to be so much worried about their run, he's going to be eating them alive. And then when they try to focus on AJ.
Right up the seam? Right where the safety dropped down?
That's right. And then, we're going to sprinkle in some AJ. We're going to sprinkle in some Smitty. They got to get theirs. They're going to get theirs to keep them honest. But Gala's going to be that target. And then you start talking about the defense. My defensive player of the game, because I'm a homer. Sweat is from Virginia. So am I. Sweat is going to do his thing, man. He got something to prove. He's been consistent throughout the year. And they're going to put all the focus on that other side. And
on Reddick.
And Sweat is going to do his thing. The other person that's going to come through, because he got something to prove, is Fletch. Fletch he's probably seeing his way out the door. And he's going to dump everything he got that he done gave Philly in this last game. And every time you're going to look, he going to be on the ground and he going to be pointing. About probably 2 times. I'm going to get Fletch two sacks.
I love Fletch's celebration. Just because it's been being celebrated for 10 plus years. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I love that on the ground, that the double gun.
Yeah, and then the best celebration I like is when all the guys kick the door down.
Oh yeah,
that means Hargrave's gonna set it off, and next thing you know, everybody gonna be right legged up. Everybody's gonna be kicking the door in because that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kick this door in from the beginning, and that's how it's gonna go. My prediction, because I know you got all the people in the room, is 35-21.
I like that. I like that. And listen, you just made me think about all the celebrations. And look, Redick has been a beast, and he's going to have a good game. But I do believe, like you said, they're going to pay more attention to him. It's going to allow so many one-on-ones for other guys. But, man, if I can see all three of these celebrations with Redick sacks or before Redick sacks, I don't care. But if I see the double gun, if I see the wipe the sweat, and then I see the grave digger, all four of them doing it because Hargrave got first and they got there first, but somebody got there second, and they do it together to the grave dig, kick the door down. Man, that's just gonna, and there's gonna be a lot of Philly fans there.
Yeah,
we travel. Let me see them three celebrations, and I know it's a dub. It's automatic dub.
I got one last thing. When we played Dallas and Maddox, before Maddox got hurt, we were shutting down everything. Now he has been out. He had that boot on. He took some precautions, and when that guy's back, our secondary is even more solid than it was at first. So with Maddox back there in the back, along with the rest of the guys, be on the lookout for him.
Yeah. No matter what I say about Jonathan Gannon, and I've been more fair to him than others, I think, honestly. But I gave him his fair criticism, and everybody's going to make mistakes. If I have to make a mistake, I'd rather make it being aggressive than being not aggressive. That's just who I am, right? As a sports fan. That being said, he calls the game so different when he has that switch army knife and Avonte Maddox, where he can blitz him, he can drop him back in zone, he can put him in coverage man to man, he can let him play the tight end, the slot. Like, he can do so much with him, and he changes the way he calls games. And Avonte Maddox, like you said, it's only been precautionary. He ready to rumble.
Hey, it's a Super Bowl. Leave it all on the field.
Yep, you got 3-4 months. You got months of rest after this. Leave it all on the field. 35-21. You said 35-21. You got Sweat as the defensive player. You got on the offensive side, it was Goddard. After we start with the run and we go to the pass up the seams, I like it. It's different, and I like it. I'm gonna keep my eyes out for that. And best believe, I don't know if you come through the play-by-plays, I'm gonna shout you out, Big Mix. Every time we see Sweat and Goddard do something big, Big Mix, #1 Eagles fan, come through to the play-by-play for a little bit.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
I'll be
Shout
there.
out to you,
Peace
bro.
to you, bro. All right.
Peace. All right. Good stuff for Big Mix, the #1 Eagles fan. Now we got B for the money coming through. B for the money.
What's good?
I like that. Hurts.
You see that?
You got the black one. I got the green one. Like I said, it's not that I don't have it. I just when I put it on, I just light up like I don't.
You blend
I keep
in.
Saying, and literally, I went to Walmart and I was by Staples. I should have bought a different camera or light, but I didn't do it. But I might have to stop because I gotta wear this for the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Of course, bro.
You see
I
the
expect
difference?
you to wear it.
And this is on StreamYard on OBS because I do the games on OBS so I can have the score and all that up.
Yeah.
On OBS is even worse than this, but I don't understand why this green does that to you. You see the difference? It's like,
yeah, it's all good, Philly Mike. No worries.
But I got it on the skin. You know what I mean? Since I was 15.
It's official. There's no you can't take that away.
No, and the reason is I got one right here, but the reason that one's up here on the shoulder blade is because it was my 15th birthday. So literally, you know, it's day one of being 15. And I went and my mom took me to a bunch of them and they said you had to be 16 with a parent's signature. There's only one spot I could find in the ABE that said 15 with a parent's signature. And I was like 98 pounds, 100 pounds, a freshman in high school. So
Yeah.
that's why I got it. That's why I got it all the way up here.
Respect. That's respect right there. That's a real Eagle fan. But first and foremost, bro, I'm just proud of this team, bro. I'm just
Let's talk about
proud
it.
of this team, man. Just just like you, following it from the offseason on, the moves that we made, the players that we brought in, how we brought in. I'm just proud. You got to give credit where credit's due, and this team, they found a game plan, a system. They surrounded themselves by Jalen, and they're excelling. And we got to give them props.
Big props.
Even if they lose, as tough as it's gonna be. I know. I just, I gotta be a realist. It's a possibility.
But you're right. I will still give them props, but it's
Hell yeah.
going to take
We
me a
have
couple
to.
days.
Oh, we have to.
No, look, I'm not gonna bash them if we lose.
Right.
But
Maybe
I'm
how we
going
lose.
before I can say it was still a good season. I'm
Yeah.
going to need a little bit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No,
I'm
yeah,
going to need a
definitely.
little time.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It definitely is. But hopefully we're able to be positive of the fact that we found our franchise quarterback,
Big time.
and what I love most about him is that I really do believe he's cut from that cloth, that clutch cloth, that that Jordan S cloth, Kobe cloth, where this guy's not going to let the moment get too high, get too low for him. He's going to stay even kill for his teammates, especially for his teammates. That's the best part is that if you see your leader just focused and ready to go and on to the next play, it just makes you to go on to the next play and keep it going. And so I'm just excited, and I don't know, it's going to be a tough one. I got respect for Mahomes. It's a healthy type of fear. I think that's how we have to come in. We got to understand that he is who he is. Andy Reid is who he is, Hall of Fame coach, and he's going to have a game plan. And so I just think it's all about execution for us. I think we have all the pieces that we need to definitely come out with a win. I think tackling the fundamentals is what's going to win this game for us. I just feel like, we're going to bring that pressure, and I know that screenplay, quick pass play is going to be what Andy Reid's going to want to go to try to minimize that or use that aggressiveness against us, and we got to be ready. We got to be ready to wrap up and tackle them behind the scrimmage. But, I believe in our defense. I feel like our line is just elite, historic. I think it finally took to the Super Bowl to give us that historic title.
Yeah,
But you
right.
know what? We've been seeing it all season. These guys are dogs. They're hungry. They're all ready to prove something. And when you have a group of guys that they're all just ready to prove something, ready to that all got a chip on their shoulder, then those are the guys I want to go to war with, And so,
Big facts.
I expect Jalen to ball out. I do expect if the run is effective, we have to stick to it. I don't care how it makes Jalen look. If it's going to get us to win, we got to stick to the run. We've just been so effective. I've been watching the Eagles since 2003, right before the first Super Bowl run, and I've seen a lot of great lines. And this line this year has been so much fun to watch.
Yes.
Like, I don't think people understand that I was watching our offensive line more than our skill players. It was beautiful.
It's been masterful work. And listen, that's why, hey, credit Sanders for doing what he's done and everybody else. But the O-line has been
It don't go without
tremendous.
him. This team do not go without him. And Lane Johnson is another guy that, I know we're worried about, what's his name? Lost
Chris
him.
Jones?
Chris Jones. But when you got a guy like Lane Johnson, who's just, for any young, future linemen out there that are in high school, I kid you not, bro. If you want to watch just elite, perfect right tackle position, it's Lane Johnson, and I think he's gonna take care of Chris Jones when he needs to, and the rest of his line's gonna help each other out when they need to. I do expect some pressure to come our way, but we got men that are just intelligent, strong, tough, and they're gonna lay down for one another. So
and definitely ready for the challenge.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I welcome it. So
let me ask you though, before you get out of here, offense, defensive player, and your score prediction. And like you said, you got to have the right amount of fear. To me, look, I get playoff jitters. I'm going to have Super Bowl jitters. I believe in my team. I'm confident in my team, but Super Bowl jitters should be there. That don't mean you feel like we're going to lose, but it's there. No. But let me know how you feel on that.
Yeah. Like I said, just a healthy fear. It's good to feel anxious. It just means that your body's getting ready for a fight and for war. So it's just a natural response. I believe our boys are ready to capitalize from it. I just hope our defense has that next play mentality, because we'll be naive to think that Mahomes is not going to make a play here and there, because he is. And it might suck, but as long as we're able to just go to the next play and just keep going, then we'll be fine. But defensively, that was tough. On my parlay, I got Hassan getting a sack, of course, but I do understand that they're going to be chipping him, probably doubling him a little bit. So I do expect Sweat to step up. And honestly, a name that I didn't really hear get brought up is Robert Quinn. I think people forgot we traded for him mid-season. And honestly, I think the offensive line are going to prioritize the right side, and I think it's going to let Sweat and Quinn eat a little bit. And so I won't be surprised if, we brought Quinn to make one play, not to perform all season. And so
that one play is solidified at fourth round trade. If it's in the Super Bowl, it definitely solidifies it. But I just need a D-line to eat. But so let me know your offensive defensive player and then that score prediction.
So I got Jalen, of course. It has to be Jalen. If this offense doesn't go, whether it's running or passing, it starts with him.
Rain, sleet, or snow, Eagles offense trained to go.
It's going. So it's going through Jalen always and always. He is the system. And so I got him offensively. Defensively, I thought a lot about this. The one guy that I feel like is going to make the biggest difference for us is probably C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I think he's going to make a play or two on Travis. That's going to save us. And, I expect him just to come up big. I think the last guy that said, I think it was Dreaded Eagle fan said, I can't remember the last guy like C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and he said Brian Dawkins. And then you said Malcolm Jenkins, right? And to me, I think that C.J. Gardner-Johnson is more like Brian Dawkins because he's a dog. He's there to hit and hit hard, and he's smart.
But he's not as big as Brian. But he got that heart.
Not even close. I can't compare him, but I just feel like that aggressive tenacity. I feel like Malcolm Jenkins was more intellectual on the game and more of a serious leader. But CJ fired up, ready to let him know he's coming to knock some heads out.
He plays with that energy, that B-dog energy for sure.
Yeah. And score prediction, I know a lot of us wanted a blowout. I expect a battle, so I'm going to go 34-24. I think we're going to be up a touchdown late, and then we're either going to turn around on downs or make a turnover and seal it with a Jake Elliott field goal.
All right. Shout out to you, Beat for the Money.
Shout out my boy Philly Mike. You already know.
And listen,
here, Fly Eagles Fly. We dogs,
listen,
bro.
I'm gonna be live. I'm ready for it. From 5 to 6, I'm gonna be hosting a tailgate party, drinks, games, a lot of people. So you're not gonna be just talking to me. I might even sit back and let y'all do the talking sometimes. Like, we gonna have fun. So come through, bro.
Pull up. Yes, sir. Right,
listen, my last video.
Yeah.
For everybody else listening too, if you go to the either when this video's over, it's gonna be in the comment section pinned, or just go to the last video in the pinned comment section and or the description. There's a link. You click it, you put your email, blah 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 blah. They give you a ticket. When we go live at 5, it's gonna be in the pinned comment section on the YouTube side. But to play the games, but to be in the show, you got to be on the Gen App side, and it's gonna be fun. So,
hell yeah, Philly Mike.
Something
Appreciate
new.
The love, bro. Take it easy, man, and I wish you the best, bro. More success.
You too, bro. Be easy.
Right,
Go Birds.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got 4 more people left. We got the Phillies, we got BLSG, then we got D-Dragon and Mikey T. I took the link down because it was filled with 10 in it the whole time, and we've been going for 2 hours. I can't get divorced before the Eagles play. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy, the Phillies. What's going on with you?
What's going on, Mike? You the man, brother. I'm going to put this in perspective for you real quick. In 1979, I was born. 1980, all 4 of our teams went to the championship. In 1980, the Eagles lost to the Raiders, but the Phillies were able to pull it up in 1980. This year, the Phillies are the ones that fell short. Now the Eagles are going to return the favor. That's part 1.
I like
part 1. Part 1. Because in 80, Phillies pulled, because the Eagles, during that year, they were a better team. They just walked in, thought they were going to win, and by the time they got their bearings, it was too late. The Raiders beat them. That's why they lost Super Bowl 15. But this year, the Phillies went to the World Series. We were pumped up, and now it's the Eagles to return the favor. And here's my thing, and I hear everybody talking about Andy Reid. I can't stand him. He blew that ever since that Super Bowl. I'll never forgive him because he's poor clock. That's why we had to get rid of him after a while. He has so much talent here. We had one of the best wide receivers ever, besides Randy Moss, in my opinion. And we couldn't get the job done. McNabb threw up on the field. They choked. I'll never forget him for that. You can have all the accolades in the world. Eli Manning has 2 Super Bowls. So what does that mean? You have 10. You've been to 10 conference championships. You only got one Super Bowl. Eli Manning has 2 Super Bowls. No. I can't forgive you for that, Andy Reid. And this is why the Eagles are going to beat them. And it comes full circle. You screwed us. Now the Eagles are going to come and screw you. That's what we're going to do, Mike. No. Aaron, you got to get this. You got to get this. He's going to sit over there, think he's got Pat Mahomes, the MVP. Remember the last team who had MVP was Tom Brady. And guess what happened in that Super Bowl? Brandon Graham comes around, gets his hand on the ball, the ball comes out, and we get the ball back. And we beat them by, 41-33 by 8 points. We beat the MVP. And guess who the MVP this year is? Oh, is it Patrick Mahomes?
Yes,
Oh, and guess what? Jalen Hurts should have won MVP. And he wears number 1. Carson Wentz wore number 11. Should have been MVP. So you get what I'm saying here. We take away that 1 because they're both were. I see signs. So I think
we
gonna
can't compare Carson Wentz to Jalen Hurts. Though.
No. But no, that year he should have won MVP if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah, maybe.
Come
that,
on,
but
man.
Look, the hearts are different. My man, one got one. The
Oh
other one don't.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. But that season we can't give. And I said I don't know if I told you this before. I said remember when we had Terrell Owens and we went to the Super Bowl. We got Alshon Jeffries. We went to a Super Bowl. I said when we get receivers, we go to the Super Bowl. And guess where we're at, Mike? Where we at, Mike? The Super Bowl. Yeah. So here's my thing. I think Andy Reid's going to choke again. He's going to choke again. That's in his nature. They're 1-2 in Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes is 2 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. The only reason they beat the 49ers is because the 49ers could not control the rest of the game. They were up by 10 points. You let them – no. And that's why I can't stand Andy Reid. You can like him for all the accolades he had. But Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl before he did. So
True.
go there.
I still got love for Big Red, though. I do.
No. You can't look.
Listen, I was born 91, and so I got pictures of me wearing Eagles gear when I was 5, 6, 4, 3. But I didn't really start pay attention to football and saying super go. Like I said, go Eagles when I was 5, but I didn't really know what I was saying go Eagles for. And I came into I was always big McNabb, Andy Reid fans.
Yeah, but it's like this, Mike. Your sweetheart, that you're there, you're riding thick and thin. You finally got everything together. You got Jim Johnson. We had one of the great defenses, and we go in there with Todd Stankston, and we should have beaten them. We should have beaten them with Todd Stankston.
They definitely had Spygate going though.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just feel that it's like he put a knife through all the Eagles fans' chest that day when we choked. I just have a bad taste in my mouth.
I cried.
And now he's going to pay for it.
I cried. So
now he's going to get a taste of his own. He's going to get it all comes full circle. We get to show him that we're the better team, and then we're going to go from there. But I think the player for the defense is going to be Avonte Maddox. I think he's going to come through because everybody's been he's been the missing point because he's been injured. Even though C.J. Garner's played out of his mind, and he's been great here. I think he's the one that's going to make probably one of the biggest plays because he's been overlooked. I mean, not by Eagle fans, but everywhere else, thinking that he's a slouch and all that.
Look, I hear you. Maddox is a big piece. So we got Maddox on defense. Who we got on offense?
Miles fucking Sanders. Miles Sanders is going to eat. He's going to score the first touchdown. First touchdown, Miles fucking Sanders. He's going to say, look, I want my money. You ain't getting rid of me. He's going to be a fucking Eagle. That's my take, and I'm staying with that. And fly, Eagles, fly, Mike. And guess what? When we win the Super Bowl tomorrow night, your new intro is going to be flowers everywhere. And then there's the rest of your intro. That's it. I'm calling it here first. You got it, Mike.
Hey, listen, I appreciate you. And listen, we hopefully you come through the play-by-play. We're going to chop it up during the game. Good talking to you, the Phillies.
All right, Mike. Fly Eagles fly, baby.
Always, always go Birds. Shout out to my guy, Old Head Young Bull, joining channel membership. Shout out to my guy, like the fitted on camera. Appreciate you, my guy. OG Aguilar had the first super chat, and he might have the last one. $5 banger. Chiefs like to play their D-line out wide. Up the middle we go. 3 good running backs to put Fresh over and over and over. I agree. I even think Boston Scott gets a little bit of a run, a nice run in this game, and that wide 9 is going to kill him. But I do think they're going to play wide 9, but they're going to drop people in the box, and that's when we're going to go over the top. We're going to see. Shout out to my guy, BLSG, in the building.
What's going on, Philly Mike? You know, I'm over here watching the Sixers game. I was in the back earlier, but, you know, had to eat dinner, so I had to come back in, had to wait for everyone to get on through. You know, watch the Sixers game. Sixers, of course, are down by 9 to the Brooklyn Nets, 61-52. But you know what? Before I continue watching the game while it's halftime right now, let me get up here and talk Eagles with my boy Philly Mike, because that's what I was here for.
So Ben Simmons is cooking us?
It's more. I mean, I didn't see like the whole thing. I only saw part of it since like the game started. Because I mean, like, it's hard to identify who some of these new players are on the floor with the Cam Johnson, the Dorian Finney-Smith, the Mikal Bridges, even the Spencer Dinwiddie you can consider. But it's hard to identify some of these jersey numbers, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have the actual stat line in front of me, but all I know is that the Nets are beating us by 8 right now.
About the Birds. We got a Super Bowl tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I was here for, Mike.
All right. You all 6 it out, though. But go ahead.
Well, you know, we're here at the Super Bowl, you know. But like Nick Sirianni said, we didn't come here just to get to the Super Bowl. We came here to have an opportunity to win the whole damn thing. We came here to win the whole damn thing. That's what we came here for. And do we have an opportunity to do that? Of course we do. And of course we have an opportunity of getting that second ring. But obviously, you know, we got to go after Mahomes. We got to get to him. We got to get through Pacheco, who's honestly looking like a pretty good 7th-round pick right now. You know, the receiving group is not the same minus Travis Kelce. Yes, I did say it. Their all-line's mediocre. Let's see how they hold up against the pass rush that has 70 sacks on them. And then when you obviously look at the defense, you obviously said that their linebacker core is pretty mediocre. The D-line's okay minus Chris Jones. And then obviously they have Frank Clark. They got Derek Nottie, George Karlaftis. And then they got the secondary, of course. But they got a lot of rookies on that defense. I'm not going to lie. But what did I say in the beginning? We didn't come to the Super Bowl just to get to the Super Bowl. We came here to win the whole damn thing.
That is true. That is true. Getting here is just the beginning. Look, I'm nervous for the right reasons. I believe that you got to fluster Mahomes. He's a beast. But I do think we got the better overall team. I do think that Jalen Hurts is meant for the moment. I do think that we can run the ball on anybody, but they're going to try to make us pass it. And while trying to make us pass it, they're going to say, God damn, look at Jalen and these boys go. Because I really do think they feel that they can slow us down in the pass game and just bobble our run game up and then it'd be nothing. But I really do think that Jalen and these wide receivers are going to let loose. And I can see, I'm not saying 300 yards, but I see like a 275, 290. Jalen going to be around that 275 to 300 mark passing. I honestly believe it.
Yeah, no lie. I mean, honestly, this is going to have to be this is actually going to have to be the biggest game of Jalen Hurts' career. Because who knows how many more Super Bowls this kid is going to make. Is he going to make another Super Bowl depending on who we bring back next year? Because we can't keep everyone. We can't keep everyone.
Just getting started.
Exactly. We are just getting started indeed.
He's going to be back. But this one is...
I know Hurts is going to be back. He's going to get paid the bag. He's going to get paid like $40 million.
Might even be
right around there, maybe. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. But somewhere in that margin, he's getting paid.
I'm with you. So let me know. Give me your offensive, defensive player of the game and your score prediction.
I honestly actually got 2 for each side. So it's kind of more offensive players and defensive players. Number one, you already know I have got to roll with Jalen Alexander Hurts. You know, again, like I said, this has to be the biggest game of his life. Is he going to make another Super Bowl eventually? We're all thinking that he's going to be back based on the way he's playing right now. It's looked really good for Jalen this year, but this is going to have to be one of the biggest games of his life. He's in the big game right now, and I do believe that only about 7 Eagles, like in the past, outside of Jalen Hurts, there's like only 7 Eagles on this team that have actually been in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs basically have a full team that has been in the Super Bowl. Just about. They're basically a full team that's been in the Super Bowl outside a few guys because some of the guys are rookies. Some of the guys, you know, they're kind of young, but they haven't really been there. But the Eagles only have 7 players that have actually been to the Super Bowl. 3 of them have come from the O-line. That's Kelsey and the right side, Isaac Seumalo, Lane Johnson. The two players on the defensive line, which is Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham. And then obviously on special teams, Jake Elliott and Rick Lovato. Those are the only 7 Eagles that have made the Super Bowl and have that Super Bowl experience. But on the offensive side, I already said Jalen Hurts because I think, again, he's going to have a big game. I've been saying every week that he has always been my standout Eagle. He has always been a standout Eagle. There has not been one time where Jalen Hurts has not been a standout Eagle except for when he has not played in the game. That's the only time he has not been a standout Eagle for me, in my opinion. And then the second one, people might be calling me crazy for it. Call me crazy for it right now. Give me Kenneth Gainwell. I know everyone loves Miles Sanders. Everyone loves Miles Sanders, put in the run game with Jalen Hurts as well. But, you know, Kenny G, a 5th-round pick out of Memphis we're talking about. We're talking a 5th-round pick out of Memphis, okay? He's coming here. He's put up some nice rushing plays. He's put up some nice running plays. And keep in mind, like, overall, like, on, like, the passing yards and stuff, this team, the Kansas City Chiefs, this defense is, like, 18th, gives up the 18th most pass defense with, like, 220 or 221. So, I know, Miss Ash, I know, Sue, but, like, I'm talking Super Bowl 52, okay? I'm talking Super Bowl 52. I'm not talking when we just got Sue. I'm talking Super Bowl 52. That's what I'm talking about. But anyway, I have Kenneth Gainwell as my second standout, basically, on the offense.
Right.
Now the defense, all right? Let's get to the defense.
We just need one defensive player.
I got to have 2. I can't break it up, Mike. I'm telling you. I can't break it up between one and another. I can't. First one, I got to have Hassan Reddick over there, you know. Him against Andrew Wiley on the right side, that's going to be a complete mismatch. You know, Andrew Wiley, he has really struggled at right tackle against especially some of these edge rushers, and Hassan Reddick is definitely going to be one of them based on the season that he has had with about 16.5 sacks or however many sacks that he has had. But in the playoffs, he has definitely been the defensive MVP that we have been looking for all throughout the whole playoffs. He's definitely been the guy that we have been looking for. And then my second one, I got to say, Josh Sweat. Him matching up with Orlando Brown is going to be a good matchup. Don't get me wrong. I just think that Orlando Brown, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's given up like 6 sacks all season, something like that. I think Josh Sweat going up against him, I just think that he's got the opportunity to really get to Mahomes, really try to get to him, and Isaiah Pacheco. And not to mention, okay, Isaiah Pacheco, he's a good running back, don't get me wrong. But when he's trying to go past, okay, he's going to be going past like 1,200 pounds of defensive linemen. He's going to be going past 1,200 pounds of defensive linemen. I'll tell you right now, maybe even more than that if we're going to alternate our players on the defensive line, plus Hassan Reddick, and depending on how much we're going to blitz, there's definitely going to be more than 1,200 pounds of defensive linemen coming at Mahomes and the backfield. But either way, this is our top pass rush in the entire league. So they're definitely getting them Mahomes, and they're definitely getting to Isaiah Pacheco, but especially those 2 on the outside, Josh Sweat and Hassan Reddick. Now it's time for the score prediction. I think it's going to honestly be a lot closer than what people think, but I still have the Eagles pulling this one out. I've been saying it basically the last 2 weeks, basically all of this week I've been saying it. The Eagles are pulling this out, but they're pulling this out in a close one because of the experience that the Chiefs have in the Super Bowl. They're going to give the Eagles something to think about basically the whole way. But the Eagles are pulling this out, and they're bringing that second Lombardi trophy back to Philadelphia in a 5-year span. 38-31, Philadelphia, fly Eagles fly, go Birds, let's get it.
I love it. Appreciate you. You came in. My guy gets the whole drum roll. He builds up before he gives up his score prediction, but I ain't mad at the game. Look, Super Bowl is tomorrow. You got to be excited. You got to be excited. I appreciate you coming on. Came through.
Absolutely, Mike. Absolutely, man.
Talk that talk.
You already know what it is, man. And, Mike, we always want to remember, it's always fly Eagles fly. We know that, but let's remember one thing, man. Go Birds!
Facts. Be easy, bro. Okay. We've been live for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I've got a lot of people on here. I think if we... Never mind. It doesn't matter. Shout out to everybody who came through. We got 2 more people in the back. I had to take down the link. We're going to try to get through these. We got D-Dragon and Mikey T. Dragon, what's up with you?
What's up, man? What's up? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. There we go. How you doing, man?
It's that time.
Oh man. Yes, sir. I'm excited about it, man. I'm super hyped right now. I'm actually driving to Tempe. It's in Phoenix. They're doing the Philly takeover at the Philly Sports Bar down there. So I'm finna go turn up.
Oh, turn all the way up. Like I said, it's the game. It's the game we all been waiting for. We saw what we've done all season to get here. But it's time. So how are you feeling initially going against the Kansas City Chiefs? What is your take on how tough this battle is going to be?
You know what's crazy, man, is like I've been nervous before every game all season, but I'm not nervous about this game. I'm extremely confident, man. I said it like I don't know what stream you were on, but like I'm confident and I believe in Hassan Reddick, man. I put like $200 down on him to win the MVP, so I really think that it's going to be
a payout and a half,
man,
bro.
Yeah. So I'm hyped, and if you look at like the last game when they played the Niners, man, if you were to give an MVP out for that game, I feel like it should have been Hassan.
Yeah, I think Hassan Reddick could have won MVP there. He could have made a statement for maybe Miles Sanders, but yeah, I think if you're talking about the NFC Championship, the way the game was broken open with the sack fumble, the forced fumble, actually injuring the quarterback, you don't really get points for that, but it's just called, it's the content and the context of in which this game. How did we win this game? It was on the back of Hassan Reddick early. Yo. Am I frozen or did he lose? Tell me in the chat if y'all can hear me. Chat, can y'all hear me? Mikey T, can you hear me? You can hear me. So I guess D-Dragon lost. He was driving and he drove into a dead spot.
Yo, my bad. Can you hear me? Yeah.
What's up?
Oh shit, my bad, man. I think I hit, like you said, a dead spot. It was kind of in and out.
Yeah, we lost you for a second. I thought I lost myself, but yeah, man. Hassan Reddick definitely showed last week he could do it. $200 is what is he plus what plus
3,000. So no 3,000. So it's like my payout. I want to say it's like 6,200. No, yeah. 6,200 is the payout. I know. I'm like, man, when he gets it, I'm first thing I'm buying is a Hassan Reddick jersey, man. I gotta upgrade, I just got this Cunningham right now.
Yeah, listen, if you win 6,200 off his MVP, you better buy his jersey.
Yeah, I'm getting that for sure, man. And but no, man, I'm excited. I'm not too nervous though. I'm just excited about. It just felt like it was right, man. It just felt like the season was right the whole time.
Kind of feels like destiny, the way everything played out. All the things that transpired this year, the adversity we went through all season. Fighting to get to the playoffs last year and losing epically bad. All that stuff to where we are now is just great. But let me ask you now, offensively. How do you see us? What do you see us doing? Who's going to have the big game?
I think it's gonna be Kenny, man. I feel like Kenny's gonna sneak in there and he's just gonna do his thing, man.
Hey, the last two callers, both on some sleeper Kenny G picks. A couple people in the chat said Kenny G too. You got him scoring a touchdown at least, right? Because for him to make some mark, because I don't think he gets a lot of carries, but if he gets an explosive 30-yard run, he gets a touchdown, that could be, beneficial. He could be that Corey Clement of the Super Bowl,
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like they're gonna kind of lean on the run, and it's just so like I haven't been more conflicted about the way I feel on like the way we should play the game because I was trying to say earlier before I got cut out, man. I've been at day one with Jalen Hurts, because I'm an OU fan. So like as soon as they picked him up, I was in my living room screaming, and so I'm like, damn man, I want him to have the MVP, but I kind of put this money on his son, so I'm like. Oh, I might have to go put 200 on Jalen just so I feel better.
Just for GP, right? It's one of them, right? Hey, I like it. Hey, you got a score prediction for me?
Yeah, man, I'm with you, man. I think it's gonna be 31, and I'm gonna say 17.
All right, I like it. 31-17. I got a score in the 30s. 31 does sound like it's ringing a bell. We're going to see where I go with it. Listen, for everybody watching, plus a Dragon, I'm going to be hosting a live tailgate. We're going to be doing a bunch of things, drinks, games, talks, da-da-da-da. It's going to be on YouTube too, but to join in the stream, you would have to be on a Gen app. So check it out and click the link. It's going to be in the description of my last video. It's going to be in the description of this video when this is over, or the pin comment section and come through. Because the first time I'm teaming up with them, but they show me their platform. It's cool, it's fresh, and it should be fun. 5 to 6 o'clock.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna try to swing by. I'm going to this tailgate tomorrow too, so it might be a little loud, but I'll try to stop by and show some love.
If you had a tailgate, go ahead and do your thing, my guy. Come holla at me after the game. Sure. You know what I mean?
All right, man. Hey, I appreciate you, Philly Mike.
All right.
Muscle up emoji. This is ours, man. I'm not worried about it. We got this.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Peace. All right. Listen, 2 hours and 26 minutes, and we gonna finish it off from Philly Mike to Mikey T. What's up, Mike?
Yo, what's up? Go, baby. I'm so hyped, man.
Listen, the Super Bowl is less than now 24 hours. It's literally 23 hours away. I might even go to bed at like 9 o'clock tonight just so I can get up to tomorrow and be in the day. Like, I feel like a little kid on Christmas. And look, I'm making sure I have all the energy to start this game right because the crown is going to be flowing, but I'm going to hold that to the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't drink, but I'm going to smoke on that Chiefs pack,
Need that for sure. Need that. So you got AJ Brown going off. I see you rocking the number 11.
Yeah, man. AJ Brown is about to turn up. He ain't really do too much these last 2 games. It's really been the run game.
Mm-hmm.
This is AJ Brown's game now. This is your game now to show up.
He's going against a rookie. He'll be going against a rookie, a young buck, a guy wet behind the ears. He's pretty good, but he's a rookie trying to mess with Swole Batman.
Man, I think the Chiefs is getting dog walked this weekend. It's about to get real bad. They're getting dog walked.
Listen, if again we win, I'm gonna be unbearable to everybody because I've been watching some YouTube shorts and TikToks of like Viking fans and NFL fans saying the Eagles had the easiest. First of all, I watched Colin Cowherd say for Matt Long, they got a Big 12 schedule. They didn't play nobody. Viking fans saying. Yo, I almost wanted to. When I saw a Viking fan say we beat the lonely Giants, bro, you can't even talk about the Giants. They whooped you. You know what I mean? So I seen a Vikings guy who got like 25,000 followers on TikTok. He was like, he literally said that the Eagles have the easiest path to the Super Bowl. Mind you, the Vikings never won a Super Bowl in their life. Anyways, they got the easiest path to the Super Bowl. They played the bum Giants, and they played a fourth-string quarterback. But, a Viking fan disrespecting the Giants as bums when they beat them in the playoffs? Like, huh?
Yeah. That's
like, I'm not
saying
the Giants
49ers fans.
Yeah.
They talking crazy. They are
They're
talking
players
so
too.
crazy. Yeah,
They're
man. The
players
players
too.
too. They talking real crazy. Okay. See y'all next year.
Yeah, I hope this when this I hope we I don't know. Do we play them next year? I don't know if you know, but I
I
haven't
would
looked.
think we would.
I hope so. I hope
Yeah.
so in the regular season because Jimmy Ward said he can't wait to get back to safety to knock out or to hit big time Brown
Yeah.
and Smitty. Now look, I said Smitty gonna be too slick and too fast for him to catch, and the guy you wearing,
Yeah.
he gonna run through him.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. To be honest, Devontae Smith is really my favorite wide receiver on the team. I really feel like Devontae Smith is the better wide receiver. AJ Brown is just he's just that he got that little more veteran presence. He just got a little different presence with his game than Devontae. Devontae really got that long lasting game because he run those routes so to perfection. AJ just a dog, you know. He give me like
Yeah, the
Anquan
big dog.
Bolden vibes.
Anquan Bolden, right across the middle, stuff like that. Even though he can go over the top too, I think they complement each other so
Yeah,
well.
perfectly.
Yeah,
But
because
that's
if you
what you
could,
need.
if you could scheme it up, you'd want the route runner and you got the route running guy who can do other things as well, and you got the go across the middle big dog who can do other things as well too. And that's why Quez actually sprinkles in with the up the seam go routes and stuff like that. It
Yeah, but you've been
all
saying a lot more Zach now though.
Yeah. Yo, Zach Pascal for any time touchdown is 2,200 plus 2,200. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, I mean, I doubt he gets it, but I might have to throw like $10 to $20 on that right quick. You know what I mean? Just for GP.
Facts, man.
But yeah, Smitty. So again, I think this is a game where we can run the ball on anybody. No ifs, and or buts. I think that Spagnuolo is going to put an extra guy or two in the box to try to make us pass the ball. Although they are ranked 24th against the pass and two rookies. You said AJ's going to have the good day, the better day. So what do you think? What do you think he's going to have a better game, the better game over Smitty in the Super Bowl?
Yeah. I got AJ scoring a touchdown. I think Devontae might come short of scoring a touchdown. You know, he always get that catch right there short and come out on the 10-yard line or something like that. And that's gonna take his touchdown away.
I hear you. Look, I think this is the game where the run game is still going to do what it does. But I do believe this is the game where Jalen's going to have north of 275 yards passing. I'm not guaranteeing over 300, but I think it's between 275, 300, right around that. I think that one of our receivers is going over 100. The other one is going to follow suit with like a 75 piece. But I do see a $175 between our wide receivers. But I do see one of the receivers going over 100. I don't know who. I mean, you got this.
Yeah.
You got the what's it called shirt on. I got the Smitty right here. You know what I mean? But
Yes,
one
sir.
of these guys is definitely going over 100. And I think that Jalen Hurts is going to have that game that we've seen him have multiple times in the season, where say he doesn't get 300 yards passing, he might get 278 yards passing, but he's going to have that 65, 70 yards on the ground. And I can see 2 touchdowns in the air, 1 on the ground. So if you're telling me 278 yards passing and 2 touchdowns, followed by 63 yards rushing and a touchdown, that is a combination of 330 plus yards and 3 touchdowns, and we win, he about to get the MVP.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna say like my back MVP is gonna be Brandon Graham.
Could you imagine? Could you
I
imagine?
think Brandon
Imagine a
Graham
strip
is gonna
sack.
have a hell of a day.
Imagine a strip sack from BG again. Like,
If BG get a strip sack, get him a statue. He need a statue
he
outside
need
the
a
link,
statue
man.
for real. Cause it was funny when the Super Bowl media night opened up, and it was Patrick Mahomes. Who was it? It was 3 Chiefs and 3 Chiefs and 3 Eagles. Anyways, one was BG for the Eagle side, and the guy who was announcing was like, "Hey, Patrick Mahomes, last time BG was in the Super Bowl, he strip sacked Tom Brady. You got anything you want to say to him?" And Pat was like, "Nah, bro, we good. Right now we're on good terms, so I'm gonna keep it like that. I ain't gonna mess with
Right.
BG right now."
Even though BG gonna talk his trash
He
regardless.
always talks. I love
He's
BG.
gonna
I'm
talk
a
his trash.
listen. If he's fitting to come back on a 1-year deal on some cheap stuff, sign me up.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man.
So you got
My
a
score
score?
prediction.
Yeah.
I don't got them scoring 20 points. I'm gonna just say that.
Mm.
I think we score at least 30. I don't know what number in 30, so I'm gonna just say 32-17.
I'll take it. It'll be. Look, I don't know how I'm gonna be if we're losing at any point. I don't know how I'm gonna be if it's a one score possession and Pat Mahomes got the ball in his hands.
I want them to get the ball first.
You what?
I want them to get the ball first. They gotta
Me
get the
too.
ball first.
I need to make sure we at least have it in the second half to start in case of an emergency.
Just in case. Just in case.
Just in case. Hey, I appreciate it. He said 32-17. We had somebody in the chat, Myron, with the 31-17, right around the same prediction as you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you, Mikey T.
Yo, man,
And listen,
big fan, man.
if you're not doing nothing from 5 to 6, I'm gonna be live from 5 to 6. But if you come through the Jan app side by signing up click the link of my last video in the description or the pinned comment. Telling you, it's gonna be fun. Come through for an hour,
Yeah,
30
I
minutes or
definitely
something.
do that, man. I'm in the crib anyways, chilling with the fam. So yeah, we'll be there.
All right, yo, be easy, bro. And listen, I'll be at the play-by-play. You're gonna see. I'm either gonna be celebrating or I'm gonna cry on YouTube if we lose.
Oh yeah,
and listen,
me too.
Not gonna
That's a
fake.
fact.
There's no such thing as the LOSE word, but man, it's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a movie.
Yeah, man, we dog walking them, man. They getting dog walked.
I need that energy. I need that
smoking
energy.
on that Chiefs pack tonight.
Get started on it.
Yeah, already, bro. Appreciate you.
Peace. All right, shout out to everybody in the building. We've been live for 2 hours and 36 minutes. I think she's about to send me the divorce papers, but I love y'all. You know what I mean? She knows I love y'all. She knows that that my Eagle family is part of the family. This logo behind me is heavy on the heart. And I just want to tell y'all, I don't know how I'm going to be. I've only watched 3 Super Bowls in my life with the Eagles, 15 years old, 25 years old, and now. So I only watched 2, soon to be 3. We're 1-1 in that time. That being said, y'all see my emotions on every game, but even the NFC Championship game, you didn't get to see me in full emotion because guess what happened? Bang, bang, boom. We beat him up from the grip. Now, if we're winning this game 10, 15 points the whole time, it's just, but man, there was a little piece of my brain that said, Mike, you might not be able to stream this game. You might have to watch it on the couch. Now, listen, if this Super Bowl didn't have the Eagles in it, I'm one of the best hosts. Now, last year, I didn't do the Super Bowl, Rams and Bengals. I was downstairs hosting a little Super Bowl party. A lot of people upset with me because they love my Super Bowl parties. I spend money on the Super Bowl parties. We have fun. But when I was 25 years old and when the Super Bowl happened, Eagles, Patriots, I watched it with 2 people. My wife, well, my kids were there, but they just do what they do. My wife and one other person. I keep it really small circle when it's a Super Bowl because I'm a trash talker. And you can say, the Eagles are losing. And I'm like, okay, but not in the Super Bowl. It's a different level. And so I don't know, man. I'm gonna woo-saw. I'm gonna take some shots. We gonna be chilling. But man, I am nervous to be live for the Super Bowl because it is a huge deal. Huge deal for me. And for y'all too. I'm not saying it's any bigger deal for me than y'all, but I'm the one that is gonna be here feeling it. But listen, I love y'all. We will be live. Remember, Battlebirds podcast will be live at 1 p.m. Me, Gate City, Philly Fresh, talking Super Bowl talk, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Then at 5 p.m., I will be live. You can watch it on the YouTube side, but if you want to be involved with the games and all the shenanigans that are going to go around, either there's going to be a link in the pinned comment section tomorrow for you to just jump right over, but you're still going to have to fill out a little email thing or something. But the Jan app is cool. It's cool. And I really wish as much of you, I can't even talk. When it's 2 hours and 38 minutes, sometimes it gets tough without the Crown Royal. As many as possible, please come through. I honestly think there's a 300 cap. After 300, I don't think any more can come in, but we're going to have multiple people up. It's going to be it's going to be as crazy as a live tailgate can be. I mean, it's still going to be a tailgate virtual. We're not going to be able to dap it up, but it's going to be cool. It's going to be different, and it's going to be from 5 to 6. And then at 6:15, I'll be live like we always are on Eagles Sundays. I'm going to drop the link in the chat right now. The link's not in this one. The link is in the pinned comment on all the other videos. But let me see if I got it right here. Hold up. Let me save it. Let me drop it right now for the people who just want to click on it right now while I end this. But like I said, it's going to be fun. But I still will be live for the play-by-play like we always do. And it's going to be crazy. Shout out to everybody still in the building. LC, Chiquita, I'm Awake, AC, Miss Ash, Cam Foster, Geeky, BLSG, Duncan Wright, NE Sports. Shout out to everybody in the building. The White Carlton. Shout out to everybody. But that link, if you click that link, go on it. It's going to pull up a thing. Super Bowl virtual tailgate party with the Philly Talk podcast. Enjoy free tailgate party from Super Bowl with the Philly Talk podcast. Blah, 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 blah. Follow. It's an hour and 15 minutes. Get your free. Look, it's going to show it like if you're purchasing a ticket. It's going to show it as if you're purchasing a ticket. It looks like it, but the general admission is free. I don't know why they have it like that. But listen, shout out to everybody in the building. 330 people in here. Hit the like button if you haven't hit it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Ding the bell. Because if you just got in here the last 45 minutes, if you had notifications on, you would have been in here early. Shout out to my guy T Jones. I got here late, but appreciate you, bro. See you tomorrow. Hey, T Jones. This is just a call-in stream to get y'all to call in and tell me how y'all feel. Tomorrow is the main thing. And T Jones, that link I just dropped, if you see the link, if you can see the link, I'm going to drop it one more time. T Jones, an hour before the game, 5 to 6 o'clock, we're going to have a virtual tailgate party on a new platform, but I will be here 6:15. Just like we always do. Live play-by-play. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. We live at 1. We live at 5. We live at 6. 3 lives, and it got to end with a W. We out. Peace.